Pull up. Man,
what we listening to, man?
That Street King.
Song of the week.
Got that promo Street King, baby.
Street, tap in, street.
Hey, man, got that late party, too. June 5th. Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Street King long.
Pull up.
Boy, Street King.
We got that boy in the building, don't we?
We done pulled up into his museum.
Yeah, they pull up on me, man.
No, for real. We gonna pull up every time, man.
Don't listen to that
Truffles.
Street King.
On my duffel. Ruffle. What's up, y'all?
What's up with it?
Ain't no walk around, we sip the green, something like the club. Leave nut on the cover in my
Nice video.
I ain't no lollipop, but I can't hang around with no substance. Pass me the piece, I ain't had no.
Shout out Iconic, you know what I'm saying?
Iconic in the building, you know what I'm saying? Pull up. We got
Pull up.
Hold on, the motherfucker. Yo, you
Pull up podcast in the house, you know what I'm saying?
We in the house, you know what I'm saying?
In the museum.
We gonna pull up to the museum, man. It's an honor.
Man,
It's
this
an
man,
honor.
they don't really see everything, man. This is a real fucking museum, bro.
This is an honor to pull up, man.
Museum, baby.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. OG Teflon.
What's your boy Chosen one, man?
And we got the motherfucking Mister.
Introduce yourself, let them know.
Got Polow MobTv in the building.
Mister.
No, for
Mister.
No, for sure.
One of the greats, man. That's
Nice
what
to
he
be
do.
chillin', baby. Nice to be chillin'.
Man, I
What's
know a
up,
lot
bro?
of people tuned in and seen our interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, classic. Good stuff.
So, man, we back at you.
Yeah,
We back here.
Good 2-hour interview. Did
That was a
good.
good one. That was a good one. So let's go through.
Let's see if y'all can top it now. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Let's see if we
pop
can-
my collar a little bit. You know, let's see if y'all can top that.
Them 2 hours, boy. Yeah, you put in work, you know what I'm saying?
For real. But yeah,
What's up, man?
take us
Just
down
chilling.
through there.
What's been going on, man?
You know me, just staying busy, just chilling.
That's what's up, man.
That's all I do. I chill and just do my shows and just
We gonna
live my life and, you know, use my channels as wisely as I can while I'm here on this earth.
Blessed.
Nah, real
Highly
talk.
blessed, man. Let's go through there.
take us back. Take us all the way from the beginning, man.
Like,
Like
where y'all want to start at?
The beginning.
where you
Like
grew up
childhood,
at. Yeah,
childhood.
for sure.
Where you grew up at?
Okay, so I lived in McGregor, Texas. You know,
Okay.
shout out Mactown.
Shout out
Okay,
Town,
You know,
man.
them Bulldogs.
Yeah.
So I was raised there by my mom and my dad. You know, I had a real good childhood. You know, like my parents. If people know me, they can kind of tell like my upbringing and my morals. Like my parents dated all through junior high. You know, all through high school. You know, got married, had my brother, had me. So I basically had both my parents. You know, like
Right.
with some people, like kids out there, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But their daddies, you know, should still be like kind of like we talked about. You know,
Mhm.
it's weighing on your heart and close to your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Right.
we did that. You know, I wasn't born like with a silver spoon in my mouth or anything. You know, that they struggled. You know, sometimes we used to eat hot dogs and beans and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause my dad was a veteran. You know, my mom had to raise us 2 kids and stuff like that. But over time, you know, they got better jobs. You know, my dad got this disability from the Army. Because, you know, when you're in the Army, you get, say you get 80% on your back or your knee or something.
Yeah.
The government's going to cut you like a $4,000 check.
Right.
Plus your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So the government does look out for their own. You know what I'm saying? As far as like military-wise. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I graduated from there, went to high school and all that stuff. But it was just me and my brother. And, you know, I had a real good childhood. You know what I'm saying? I would say I was, like you said, very blessed. I had both my parents, you know,
Right.
they were there for me. So, like, I've seen a different lifestyle than a lot of other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like
yeah.
what my parents had is like only something you're going to see like in a Disney movie or something.
That type of
Yeah,
love.
and people say, oh, that don't exist, da, da, da. You know, people get damaged or whatnot. but it is out there because I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
it's, I don't care if you're 40 or however old you get. When you find that zine, you know you find that zine. Just you gotta,
sure.
you gotta find it somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You say you're a bulldog. Did you play sports?
I did play sports until junior high. I think I told this story. Who did I tell this story to?
To Polow podcast. Yeah, you
Basically, okay, I played football, and there was this guy, you know, I forget his name, but he was like the badass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you know, I was always a little, but I had a big head, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically, if I fail this many times, as long as I can do it one time, just one time.
Keep on trying.
That means I did it. I may not have did it 100 times. I may not have did it 200 times. But I did it one time. I can say I did it one time.
I tried that once.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
can't
I
say
did it.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So there was this guy, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I want him. And everybody's looking at, oh, call him out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like how they do they run and then you hit each other tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Okay. So we did that. I'm talking about I lit this dude up. I got a lot of respect after it. I lit his ass up, but when I hit him so hard, and he hit me so hard, like when we collided, like it chipped a part of my spine. So the doctor was like, "You can't play football anymore." You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody saw what I did and took him out.
I made that
But
statement.
I still hurt myself. You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to.
But I got the respect from everybody. It's like he said he was gonna do that
He
shit.
ain't back down.
Right.
That's 100, man.
So I remember that for sure.
So transition. When did you come to the city? When did you end up?
In Waco?
Yeah.
Coming to Waco.
Okay, so like we lived in McGregor, then I graduated, then we moved to Lorena. So I was there for like 2 years, and then I got basically I got into where I'm at now, and came to Waco. That was probably like about 10 years ago or so.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been right here ever since, and I like where I stay at. You know what I'm saying? It's big. It's nice, it's roomy, you know, I get to piddle around with what I want to do. It's ducked off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I just be chilling. You know
It's a
what I'm saying?
museum.
Yeah, the museum. So basically that's how I got to Waco. I just like didn't want to live out there basically no more. In Waco, I worked here in Waco, so it's only normal for me to work closer to my job. You know, like save some gas money, miles on my car, wheels, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. You know, get more bang for my buck basically. Put my money where I want to fucking put it at.
Right. When you and your brother growing up like that in McGregor, what's a typical day in the summertime for y'all? Y'all know y'all ain't got no school or nothing like that. What's a typical day? Mom letting y'all go outside?
Typical day, like at that time period, you know what I'm saying, we would go to Tonkawa Falls, jump
for
off
sure.
the cliffs. You know what I'm saying, out there in Crawford. I was like, see, I know about it.
I got pictures of Tonkawa. Man, that mud nice,
It's
man.
nice out there. So we would do stuff like that.
I gotta find out where that's at.
That's out in Crawford.
Okay.
Yeah, you can jump off the cliffs, nice little swimming area, waterfalls. It's real nice, real peaceful, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And other than that, you know, like we would, my dad would he had hot rods. He had a 68 Camaro SS, so he was always in the garage, you know, piddling around on engines.
That's the real day.
My dad was like, he liked to show cars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because his dad was a mechanic, his dad was a mechanic. Well, I'm not a mechanic, what you wanted me to be, but I chose the black sheep route. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But he would be piddling around on stuff. So, you know, we had go-karts and mopeds in the backyard. And like this our backyard, like, I used to hate mowing this motherfucker. It was about the size of half a damn football field. So summertime mowing that bitch. Like, when we were punished, you're going to go pick up some rocks, or you're going to go mow that backyard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was learning not to lie and all that stuff in an early age. But, yeah, we'd ride mopeds back there because it's so big. You know, boom, boom, getting that go-kart and shit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck
yeah. We, play video games or outside and ride our bikes. It's not like today's generation. Today's generation, everybody's stuck on their phones, playing games online. Like, you're not going to see... You'll see some kids outside playing and stuff, but most of them, they're going to be brainwashed into just, this is the norm. I don't get out. I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when we were growing up, drinking out the water hose. You know what I'm saying? Having water balloon fights, Nerf wars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, today's generation, they don't do shit like that.
They don't understand that We didn't have no phones or nothing like that. So where everybody bikes were piled up at, whoever house where you seen all the bikes piled up at, that's what my gang is. That's what my gang is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then fast forward just a little bit, I got me a little pager, boop, 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 boop. You know, I'm about to call, who's this? You know what I'm saying? I remember I had a, like right when these phones, the first phones came out, I had the one that plugged into the cigarette lighter, like a Zach Morris phone that had the cord and stuff you could answer in your phone and shit. I was like, I thought that was so cool in high school. I'm running around my Mustang with the phone about this big around. You know what I'm saying? With a little thing you could carry and just leave that bitch.
That's crazy. I remember I bought my first one from a dope friend. That bitch didn't even work.
Got finesse, Teflon.
I got finesse. Wherever you at now, you fuck me.
Welcome to the real world, brother. That's what's up, man. I'm in my phone, man. I got my questions in the phone. You see me in my phone. It ain't that I'm ignoring, you know what I'm saying?
So we're going to break it down. What is MobTv and how did it start?
Like how it started was, you know what I'm saying, like, Lotto presented it to me. He wanted to do a program called I'm a boy Lotto, man. You know what I'm saying? So he had the idea that he wanted to do like a program called MobTV. You know what I'm saying? We're at my friend Amanda Carroll's house. And so, he wanted to, it was supposed to just originally be local. You know what I'm saying? Like, for Raheem, Teddy P, Hit Mob, who Lotto was fucking with.
Shout out to the whole Hit Mob, man.
Hit Mob,
yeah, G-Wayne.
All this. G-Wayne, my cousin.
So that was going to be his way to promote. You know what I'm saying? But he also knew that I had plugs in the industry.
Right.
So, we wanted to do more things like, he wanted to do like the local scene with it, but I had bigger things for it. Because I'm like, if I have access to Paul or Roe or this person like that, we can intertwine them with the local talent, and then the viewers are going to watch because of the big names, of course.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, like, if someone's underground in Waco, you're not going to have like a big fan base like searching them online. You guys make sense?
Right, exactly.
So if I put on someone like a Zero, I'll get those hits. People are going to come for Roe, of course.
Right.
But then I'll have my track list.
Yeah.
Well, let me
You'll
see.
be on there.
Yeah, so let me see who this Raheem is. Let me see who this Teddy P or Iceberg or Slim and Slide Double M is.
Shout out to Iceberg. Too.
Yeah, Iceberg, you know what I'm saying? 950 in there. So, it started out like that, and then we put out 3 projects. The Ozone Awards, the SUC, and the Zero and Trade. And then he won an award off the SEA off of that project. And then after that, like, things kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying? To where I approached him, basically, I want to do a spinoff. I'm not going to get into all the, it's me and him on good terms.
That's
my
that's
boy.
family business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, I just want to do a spinoff show. And then once he gave me his blessing to do it, you know what I'm saying? I just went off and started doing Polow's MobTv.
Okay.
It just kind of got bigger than what I thought it was.
Right.
In a sense.
Right.
It make a hell of a lot of sense. Yeah. That's for sure, man.
But yeah, that's kind of how the MobTV started. But, Lotto was filming camcorder prior to that. You know what I'm saying? But when we hooked up, like I said in a recent interview, like Lotto's really my yin to my yang.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good at what I'm good at. And Lotto's good at what he's good at. Yeah. So when we were together, that's why things flourished. That's why things got as big as they got. And then kind of like when we separated, it's kind of like a magnet. Like when you're together, you're together. Down. But then when it flips, it won't let you just get together because it's pulling you apart. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And I felt like that's why MobTV it got big. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like the name's bigger than my face or either one of us.
Yeah. It's big.
But it's basically that's what kind of happened. Like if we stayed together, I think things would have got real big. But since we're apart, that's why I kind of like he did good in what he did good in. I did good in what I did good in.
Right.
But when we were together, we were great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of. But I want to fuck with Lotto. Like I want to put him on my projects. Like if y'all watch my stuff, I put space on there. His drops, all that shit. Cause I want to involve him in what I've got going on. But at a slow process. Just build that trust back up.
Yeah.
Because that'll always be my brother. You know what I'm saying? That was like my best friend growing up. Like I love Peter White. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Not real talk.
For sure. It's glad to see.
That's my boy.
Y'all still got that love together.
It was rough for a couple years. Don't get me wrong.
But
me and him are we're on good terms.
Right. When we took the picture, I actually seen the
love. Yeah. I fuck with a lot of that's my boy.
Real talk. What attributes do somebody need in order to be successful in what you're doing? Like what type of attributes do they need?
I'm gonna have to break it down to you in 2 ways, because my way, it rarely happens. Because I was fortunate enough to already be fucking with big names, because I was shopping tracks and doing promo for them. So when the camera came along, I kind of could skip that, if that makes sense. Because like if you start on an underground level, you have to work your way up.
Right.
Now if I come in and I'm already working with A-list artists, I get to skip all this down here.
Exactly.
And then I start from here and work my way up to big giant artists. So you kind of see the time gap.
Right.
Now for someone that's just starting out, you know, you get your people like locally. Like every city, every town, they're going to have rappers.
Right.
People who are musically talented. Some of them may got the juice. Some of them may not.
Right.
But as long as they got a budget, who gives a fuck? If they believe in what they believe in, they want to put that music out, they'll put that music out.
Right.
There's people who can't rap who get on that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And get successful.
Right.
So believe in your dreams. But for someone that's starting out, you would do the local thing. Circulate all that. Because these people are going to know people in other cities. So say this artist right here, you do a leapfrog is what I call it. If this artist has a song with this person here, if you're already working with them, 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to fuck with you.
Right.
Because they're going to vouch for him. Yeah, I fuck with Polow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we want to fuck with Polow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a leap. All right, I understand.
Yeah, yeah. So you go from that and you just leapfrog from people. Like, my biggest leapfrogs was Trina, Webby, Paul Wall, and Flip. Because when I was fucking with them, they had songs with everybody in the industry. So,
Right.
if I reached out to a David Banner or DJ Paul or Nelly or a Trick Daddy or someone like that nature who had songs with these people and I'm already filming for them,
You got a track record.
they're going to vouch for me and be like, yeah, we fuck with Polow.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like, yeah, we're going to clear your interviews. We're going to clear your behind the scenes. We're going to clear like whatever the fuck you want, because if we're giving you this exclusive content, other people are going to want to give it to you because they know you're not going to be with some bullshit or doing some hoe-ass shit with it. Like, I got stuff on film. If I put it out, it could go so viral. But I don't want to get on off messy things. That's why I never capitalized off the Mo3 thing.
Right.
Or the Vicious thing.
Right.
Or the Mr. 3-2. You know, like, I see my stuff, pictures, and everything's going viral. People want them for magazines and books. But I'm like, I don't want to capitalize off someone's death. Or someone who is my friend.
Right.
Because these people didn't have to give me their time.
That's real shit.
These people, like, I built friendships with people. Mo3 sat right here. Not on this couch, my old couch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But he's
yeah,
been
for sure. For
my
sure,
house.
yeah.
And I've given him rides to shows and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's my boy.
Yeah.
So, like, people, when they give me their time, it's, like, very important to me. You know what I'm saying? But I've never capitalized off of negativity. I always wanted to be very positive. And that's why you kind of see, like, where my stuff's at. Because, like, people who do negative things, they kind of blow up off of it. You know what I'm saying? And then they go viral off of it. But then, in the same sense, once that person does that to this artist, that artist thinks,
That's it.
fuck you, I ain't doing no more interviews with you. I ain't doing shit with you. Like, you made me look bad to get famous. Like, you clout chasing,
Right.
in
Yeah.
a sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you burn bridges when you do that. Like me, I'm good wherever I go, and I'd be one deep.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm affiliated with everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Like you name them, I done shot them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Film, y'all. Shot the film. Yeah, shot the good footage.
And you know, and when you work with an artist, and I know that you how you do your thing, you just don't do an interview and then put it out. How you grab a catalog of shit.
Yeah, like
Different interviews,
yeah,
different
yeah.
show. So how long do it take for one artist? You take an artist and you just
It just depends. Sometimes it can take years. Sometimes it's going to take years, unless someone has to back to back to back to back to back, and then I have enough content. But usually people aren't like that, or they're not down here like that.
Okay.
So it can take years. Like the Young Dafa project that I dropped, that was like 6 years worth of footage. The Mo3 project I dropped, it was probably like 4 years worth of footage. You know what I'm saying? But like I have the growth.
Right.
And I have studio sessions, behind the scenes, shadow film. If you're cool with this artist, I know I got access to you. I'm asking how you met this artist, what you like most about him. Like that motherfucker's a fucking virtual fucking album.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With fucking A-list artists all through that motherfucker. But just talking about who the project's on.
Right.
I say, no one ain't doing that shit. Like I've been doing that for years.
So
You know what I'm
who is the top? Who is your favorite artist working with?
My favorite artist to work with?
Since you've been doing it.
I mean,
it's
always going to be Lil Flip. Because, like, I grew up on Flip. HSC, Lil Flip.
Shout out Flip, man.
Shout out my boy Lil Flip. Man, yeah. Like, you know, still just a good guy.
Come to the pull-up, man.
And when I met him,
he's going to be here.
I wasn't starstruck by Flip because he was just a cool dude. You know, I was starstruck when I met Maya. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd been dealing with her for 3 years, just DMs and the Twitter until she let me work with her. So I was a big fan of her, like as a kid. You know what I'm saying? But like Flip was the one that my favorite. And when I met him, it was just so cool. It was like, you know, because I was riding for Flip. When everybody's like, fuck Flip, on BT with Lil Troy, they ain't just fuck Flip. He ain't doing shit. Like, you know,
I tried to.
He gonna be big. And Flip be jamming, you know what I'm saying? Like that Leprechaun album,
HSC just dropped one not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know
and he got that exotic pop through there, you know what I'm saying?
Sure do.
So yeah, Flip, definitely my favorite person to work with. I've already got like 4 terabytes worth of footage on him. We're talking, I can even tell you how many hours. Probably over 100 hours of footage on him. We're talking freestyles, studio sessions, cameos from everybody he has songs with. You know, hundreds of shows, like behind the scenes, going to his house, different interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like him, Devin the Dude, Webby, and Boosie is who I have the most footage on. Like as far as like length of hours. Right. But I have a lot of shit. Like I have projects on fucking everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. What a goat, man.
I'm not a goat. I'm a ram. I'm a ram.
No, you the goat.
I'm a ram. I'm a ram,
man.
I'm a ram, baby.
I don't know nobody in the city that fuck with as many artists as you did.
No, there's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I have that title for sure.
And why not give you your flowers? Why not? Everybody have to. They had to gravitate to that. They gotta respect it. You know,
I mean, that is how it goes. There's
credit when credit is due. Yeah.
Like I know there's people out there that don't like me.
That's everybody.
But when they see me, they can't do nothing.
Respect it. They gotta respect it.
They gotta respect it.
Right.
They gotta salute. They gotta take that head out because they can't deny this man has done what he has done in the rooms he's been in, the hands he's shook, and the type of things he's done. You know what I'm saying?
You've been there.
Like so if there's people like me, but they gotta respect me. You know what I'm saying? And plus, if they want to do something, they're gonna have to come through me.
Right.
Or Lotto. Lotto's got just as much pull as I do.
So the city, yeah. Excuse me, man. What was your moment where you kind of like, man, this my wow moment. Like damn, I'm really doing this shit. Like this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in the mix, like damn, this like you know what I'm saying? Like they really fucking with you.
They really like.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a very humble person. Yeah. And I don't think I've really just had my wow moment yet.
The man hadn't had his wow moment yet.
I just
ain't even had his shit, man, and the boy still.
I mean, because I've done so much. Like every moment to the average person is gonna be a wow moment.
No shit.
But to me, it's just like they're just my homeboys. They're just my friends. So I don't look at them like, oh. But if I told you, if I was ever starstruck, that was when I met Maya.
Right. You know what was it at, man?
What
was the rundown?
When me and Lotto were doing the Zero and Trey, like I set everything up through Dolly. You know, shout out my boy Dolly. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't Dolly, we wouldn't have got the interview. We wouldn't have access to anything. That's my boy. But he also managed Maya. That's why you would see Maya and Zero doing songs together at that time. Right. You know what I'm saying? So Dolly, we worked with him through Zero. But I was hollering at, this one I still use Twitter. You know, Maya followed me. Like, she liked my work. You know what I'm saying? So we'd always be DMing each other. You know what I'm saying? But she would be rarely down here. You know what I'm saying? So when I caught a date, like, I was like, hey, can we do this? She was like, yeah, just get with Dalla. You know, type because they're going to be professional. Someone like Maya's going to want to know what you're asking her. So she's going to go through your questions. I'll answer this one. And then they're going to send you a checklist back, basically. And they're going to be like, okay, she cleared all the questions. Because they're not going to want to answer something off guard, like you said, because you can go viral and be messy with it.
Right.
So they want to know what you're asking, what you're doing at all times. Because they have their image to look at. Exactly. Like you know, off the topic, we'll get back to Maya, but there was an artist, like, when he takes women to his hotel's rooms or whatever, he makes sure he grabs their phones. The security grabs the phones. Because you're not going to be having pictures of me in the bed or having pictures of me doing this. So the security will have the phones until they leave the next morning.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But back to Maya, you know what I'm saying? So once everything got all cleared, you know what I'm saying? Like basically I got to meet her, hook up with her in Dallas. You know, I got behind the scenes, very intimate interview at the hotel room, show footage. You know, she likes to exercise before she gets on stage. So I got the real behind the scenes, like what she does to prepare herself to go on the stage. Like we were supposed to hook up a couple of weekends ago, but her show got canceled. But she's got another one coming up, so I'm gonna try to go link up with her and get some more footage for that documentary I'm working on and get another interview. But when I met her, that was kind of like, I just thought that was cool. Cause I remember her when I was like in junior high, stuff like that. Like I had a crush on Maya, all that stuff, and like she's still bad, still beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Maya, that's my girl. Shout out my girl Maya.
Shout out Maya,
Shout
man.
out Maya.
Maya jam.
Hey, what's your wildest moment or your craziest thing you ever seen while you recording or with an artist?
That you can say on film, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not to incriminate nobody.
Nah, I wouldn't
just
do that.
something that's the craziest thing that you know, when you just like,
funny
what
moment,
the fuck? A funny moment or anything like that. Where it's just like, this crazy. The wildest moment.
I'm trying to think, because I see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Webby, you'll see a lot of these women just going crazy stuff. But that's just normal stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to think like something that's a good one. I'll tell you a recent one that just happened like not even last weekend ago. I was with Lucci. Shout out my boy Lucci. You know
Shout out Lucci.
My homegirl, you know what I'm saying? Like she missed this. They didn't perform, but she went up there. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to meet Lucci or whatever. I didn't know because she didn't ask me or hit me up about it. So we see this car flashing. Lucci's like, what the fuck? And then she pulls up sign. Pull over. You can please pull over. I'm like, what is this? And Lucci's all freaking out. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, I know her. She's good because I knew she knew Snooty Wild, R.I.P. to my boy Snooty Wild, and she knew Mo 3 as well, R.I.P. Mo 3. I'm saying, take my hat off to him. So she knew. Then I was like, Lucci, you want to pull up? You know what I'm saying? She wanted a picture, wanted to meet him. Like she started crying. You know what I'm saying? Like hugged him tight. You know what I'm saying? Like like a super fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see that a lot, but not like going down the street to where you're plugging me down and stuff. So that was kind of weird, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Cool, yeah.
And then she got to meet him. Everything worked out. She took her pictures. You know what I'm saying? Got that intimate moment with Lucci because she was like a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be like if someone was to meet Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like if you met someone you looked up to or you looked up to.
Man, Teddy probably would have met Michael Jackson. He probably would have fainted.
I'll tell you one person if I meet, I probably wouldn't know. I don't know what the fuck I'd do. Alicia Keys.
But you went to one of her shows.
I went to one of her shows.
Yeah.
So I had a moment too, though.
I got you.
Man, that woman is. that woman was looking at
Alicia Keys watching it. I'm just saying,
out of control.
So,
real talk, I would love to have that type of energy.
Yeah,
like where you see me, like you're right here. Like I'm up on that stage. Just my presence is so powerful. You just faint. As soon as you walk out on stage, like Elvis had it, Michael Jackson had it, a lot of people had it.
Yeah.
Drake has it.
I was just going to say Drake.
I got it.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Got it.
Like just to have that energy, just to step in a room, it's like it's
real
so
shit.
powerful. You're just like, and like this street fighter, like a sonic boom. And it's just
that shit happening.
Get over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you'll fall out. You gonna fall out?
Nah,
you didn't fall out when you seen it?
Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
Nah, man, Pat was tripping, man, that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat was tripping. He had me rolling, man. He had me rolling. Cause we was listening to Pat when we went. We was like on the third row.
Yeah.
We was like on the third row, fourth row. So really, when we first came in, Pat tell me, try to get to the front row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we sit down, bam, bam. We on the second row probably. We on the fourth row. Our tickets though. So we go on the second row, bam. We sit down. It was just some seats.
Yeah.
So man,
I'm taking
bam. 30 minutes. Least Keys really ain't came on yet. Somebody come up and trying to show they ticket. Cause talking about, cause look.
Oh, somebody else. That's crazy.
That's why I said that was one of the funniest moments though, really. That's some crazy shit. But that was some crazy
They was trying to
shit,
get you kicked out of their seats.
We hurried up and got up because he seen it. Cause said, come on, cuz. We got up. We turned back around, they was going to their seat.
Bro, I'm steady checking out, bro. Walls, man.
Oh yeah.
And all this shit.
I got the good art selection.
Man, y'all can't even see, man, in the museum right now. We got the man. How did you come up with all this, man? And where you know what I'm saying?
Really, just to be honest, one day I just got bored. Like during COVID, there's no shows, there's nothing going on, so I was like, fuck it, like you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't got tattoos, I don't have a single tattoo. So I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm just gonna tattoo my fucking walls. So it was originally supposed to be one wall in there, you know, just to just to really look like it. And someone told me don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, it's just like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Once I put that right there, it bugged me so fucking much
that you had to do.
I had to do the room.
Right.
And I was like, now this room's fucking standing out too much. So then I did my living room. And then I did my bathroom. Then I did my second bathroom. Now this room back here was just my fish room. As I go in there and just chill, like therapeutical stuff.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do this room.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So then I did my whole house. I only got one bare little section in my room, but I haven't decided what I want to put there yet. Because it's like basically the finish of the finish. The final puzzle piece. So it has to be something special to me to finish the puzzle.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I think you got some more room though.
What advice can you give somebody that's trying to get in the game?
like doing what I do?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like the other question. You start out locally, fluctuate between there, then leapfrog to someone else in another city. You know what I'm saying? And then city to city, and like y'all got the chief, y'all got the blue chief. Yeah. So it's like now you can work with artists that deal with them to leapfrog off them.
Right.
Because like if you hit up their management, emails or something, take your interview, get a press kit together. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'd like to do with, let's say Pookie, for an example. This is what I'd like to do with Pookie. Send them that press kit, send them the interview, and then he's gonna look over and be like, yeah, we can do something. Because you're fucking with my homeboy.
Right.
I'll fuck with you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all already in a good position. That's like when I get an artist I can bring to y'all, I'm gonna bring them to you because I want to see y'all successful. I want to see y'all succeed.
Right.
So where now y'all can leapfrog off that. To where one day you won't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just be like, okay, he gave me the game. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna leapfrog.
Exactly.
That's what's up. Appreciate that.
Come straight from motherfucking Mister.
Yeah, I'm really a part of the Pull Up podcast,
yeah, really
but behind the scenes of the podcast.
You really is.
Yeah, you better know it for sure, man.
A lot of people know that.
If I see someone that's really serious about it, wants to work, people always say the game is to be sold, not told. But like with me, I'm gonna just give you the game because I ain't greedy. Now, if you want to book a show, I'm gonna give my 10%. But to help you out, like on some videos and stuff like that ain't shit. Just a phone call, and then you just kind of, like I said, just leapfrog. And then I'm gonna give you the game. That's what you need to do, and then I'll watch. Like, try doing this. See how this works out for you. Start, you know what I'm saying? Where, because it's like trial by tribulations. I've been doing this. Y'all are new, so like I can guide you off where I fucked up.
Right. Yeah, because at one point you got
trial and error.
You got me this. It was about 100 people on it.
Yeah. A lot of people have been on the Pull Up podcast. I put them in his ear. You know what I'm saying?
No, real talk. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people.
Yeah, but if I see someone's doing something that I know where I fucked up, you can kind of skip that. That's why you be calling me. We having deep conversations. I'm saying this is what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't run into the roadblocks I ran into, or this. To where you'll be like, okay, I know someone that's already done this, so I'm gonna kind of go up there. Like you said about Jay-Z, you want the blueprint.
I want the blueprint.
No, for sure.
That's it. And guess what? I'm gonna use that phone
call
every time.
Yeah.
You know that game. If they say, well, if it's that one person you can call.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Hey, man, I'm calling you, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be that one question. You know?
Yeah, that's what's up.
I ain't lying, but like you say, behind the scenes, you give a lot of game.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you some news you can use every time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the type that's gonna hold it. You know, because I can't take it with me when I'm dead. I might as well plant seeds with people that are doing the same thing I do, so they can get serious or leave it to their kids, or you know, if they're really serious, you know, leave something behind for their kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold on to the information. What good is it doing me?
Right.
If I die tomorrow, I had all this knowledge, and I couldn't bestow it on nobody.
Right. Yeah.
It's like Socrates, you know, all these brilliant minds. They gave that game out there.
They got
You know, they put it in books for you to read, found them in caves. You know what I'm saying? They weren't selling that game.
Yeah.
They're just putting it out there for the next person to use generations from now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be greedy with my knowledge. Like I said, if someone has a question, I'm going to give them an answer. But see, like a lot of people are scared to talk to me. I understand some people are like, oh, that's Polow and MobTv, but I'm just a regular, easygoing guy. You just come talk to me, I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But see, people
Come talk to the man. The man said, if you come talk to him, man, he'll talk to you, man.
Yeah. Like if I like what you're doing, I like what you're doing. But you have to take criticism. If I don't like it, you can't be like, oh, boy, this motherfucker. You know, try to fight him. Like, nah, I'm break down like, maybe you should do a different beat selection.
Exactly.
Or your music isn't something I jam, but that's something like I'll give you some examples, like, you know, because you have different genres of rap.
Right.
You got people that got the streets, you got people that got the backpackers, you got the people that have cult followings, like your Snow the Products, Tech Nines. You know, I mean, I fuck with all them, but like, you know, we're not on their music like that. You kind of know what I'm saying? But they have their own fan bases that they reach to. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah,
so like the street artists have the streets in that thing. You know, the backpackers, yeah, like the mohawks, the big things in the ears, the tattoos.
Shit,
you know what I'm
rapping
saying?
fast and shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a different genre of music and fans that gravitate to it, like your Hobsons. You know, some of these people aren't getting Grammys and shit, but these motherfuckers are making millions
Off these shows,
just off shows and merch. You know what I'm saying? Living good. I mean, that's all it takes, just one song. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think these artists, they fall off and do all this. It's like, no, like, you got to realize these motherfuckers that, like, their name might not be relevant, but they're making more than doctors and lawyers. You know, they got investments they're doing, still selling verses, doing shows, little side ventures, making millions just off their one song or just their name alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these artists, they'll be able to eat till they're old. Just off the music that they did like 20, 30 years ago. Because people still want to see them. Because, you know, timeless music is timeless music. Yeah. Like I told you, if you want to sing, drop that R&B shit. Throw out that motherfucking album. You know what I'm saying?
No, he was talking about speaking on. We spoke on.
I saw it,
you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, because timeless music is timeless music. Like, if it jams, that shit jams. I don't care how old you are. You know what I'm saying? It's going to reach someone. And I look at it like this. As long as I can reach one person and I can say I changed that person's life for the better, schooled them, put some knowledge on them that made them better their life as a man or a woman, I did something.
Real tough.
Because they could have been going down a path that they shouldn't have been going down. And I see this. I'll say something.
Right.
Like, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? I see where you're going with this.
Right.
You know, like I said, I got knowledge. So these youngsters, you know, like we were talking, like, I'm going to put some game on their brain. Like, you know, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And just get them on the right path. And if I can help someone come back and say, you know, what you told me, that shit changed my life forever, Polow. I know I did something. And that's more important to me than $1 million or $1 billion. That I changed someone's life, their soul, to maybe get them to the great gates, you know what I'm saying? And get them off that highway to hell, you know what I'm saying?
That's deep, man. I wish I had this motherfucker.
Take
a shot on that.
Take a shot of that water, shit.
Nah, yeah, we drinking, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do, for sure.
Take a shot of that water.
Yeah.
That holy water, baby, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Nah, for sure. For real, man. Real talk.
We highly favored, man.
Blessed and highly favored, for sure.
Yeah, we're here.
Another way
we're chilling,
man. We sing. You know
we're alive and breathing because
Yes,
tomorrow's
sir.
not promised to you tomorrow.
Real talk,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Tomorrow's not promised. Like, people die every day. You gotta love your people while they're here and love them while they're here. You know, because one day you're here, next day you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With that being
Right.
said, Chosen, we'll let you do that.
Man, you know, I already know, man. See, that boy stay on point. That's why I get it. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. I always show about a 10, 15-second moment of silence and respect for people we lost, man. So, that being said, man, we're going to do that. Amen.
Amen.
We're back at the
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Yeah, man, you better know, man.
Good vibe, man.
Say, man, I heard
It's
you
always be
sneak,
good positive vibes with me,
Yeah,
man.
it's
It's always
always
good
good
positive
energy.
vibes. Always good energy.
and I heard you sneak that documentary in there. I heard you say something about a documentary earlier, man.
I got lots of them.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You say you got one.
I
you
got a
working
whole
on.
folder right there full of them motherfuckers.
So what you gonna like? What type of platform you trying to go put the documentary on? Cause like,
I mean, they're just gonna be on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But you got some like real deal.
Because when the right person finds me and finds out what I have, that's when they're gonna want to do like Netflix or stuff like that. You
Okay,
got what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna speak on that too, because I'm gonna speak on how Kanye West and his partner did.
Yeah, exactly.
Chica and
Same thing.
Yeah,
Kuda.
yeah.
Do that inspire you even more, bro?
It got $30 million Netflix. They
I
got
mean,
$30 million
$30
for that.
million deal.
I mean, it does because you know what I'm saying.
Like now, you know the game wide open to documentaries.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they always
Now they
were,
want to see it.
but see that one set the bar to where okay, now they want hip hop documentaries because they saw the numbers they got.
Exactly.
Now you're gonna see documentaries like on ancient aliens or the pyramids or animals, you know.
Yeah.
But like no one's really ever done something like that on a grand scale, kind of like with a rap thing. But it's also Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like the footage that they had was good footage.
Yeah.
But I have footage that's the same as that, like on
Every
lots of people
artist.
in the industry. Correct.
That's what I'm
Do
saying.
you have any footage of Drake?
I have a basketball game I did with Drake because I was there with OG Ron C. Shout out OG Ron C,
Shout
official
out OG
OVO
Ron
DJ.
Drake.
Drake.
Drake. Yeah. So OG, he was like, hey, I'm doing a basketball game for Drake for the his weekend that he has, and he's like, I want to introduce you. And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's like, but everybody's gonna be here. Everybody. You're talking about Killer Calion, Propane, Kirko, Sauce Walker, who was AWOC at the time, Jay Prince, Little Mario, DeRose playing, Kirko's busting them threes on, killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like basically everybody I'm already filming for.
Yeah.
So I already knew I was already good. You know what I'm saying? So I just released this on the DeRose Time Capsule Edition, and there's a clip of the basketball game. But I had like good exclusive footage because I could go behind the scenes where everybody couldn't. I could go to lockers, get drops from artists, talk to them, stuff like that. Because I'm always gonna get the exclusive shit.
Right.
But yeah, then I met Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like OG, he took me to meet Drake. He's kind of I understand. You don't know.
Light skin.
Yeah, but
Like him.
yeah.
Very light
To me, I would have thought something like if OG Ron C's bringing you to me, you were someone of importance.
Right.
But when you look at me, white boy, suburbs, you know what I'm saying? I don't
You
look
don't
like.
even know that though.
I mean, but
By just looking at you.
when you look at me like how I film and stuff compared to these people that have these big old fancy gadgets and shit,
yeah.
like I just use a camcorder and a camera. I don't need all that fancy shit to be someone
I
bigger
mean,
than mine.
but looking at you, you can't tell you from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's true too.
You could have
Well,
bricks.
this was before the grill and all
You could
that
have
shit.
bricks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, So he was like, well, I'm not trying to do a picture, I'm not trying to do a drop. I just wanted to meet you. Remember my face. You know what I'm saying? He was like, holler at my manager's Future. And so Future gave me a number. I don't know if he gave me a fake number, but I tried calling him the next day and it was no good. So I was like, fuck. So I don't know if he programmed my phone wrong.
Future.
No, okay, so his manager is named Future. He's from Canada as well.
All right.
It's not the Future from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Future the Prince is his name.
Right.
Shout Future, you know what I'm saying? Even though he might have Hollywood me with a number, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? We meet again, you know what I'm saying? Remember the base, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, but
Legend.
that's how it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I just wanted to meet him, remember my face, to where, basically just get the contact. Because once I have the contact, I don't need the footage right now. We can get it another day. I'm just trying to build that relationship to where you'll trust me enough to let me film for you. do interviews when you're here in Texas. Like, you'll let me come out, exclusive photos. You know, basically, I just want to build the connection. Like, and then, like I'll tell you another story. And Giovanni, he can vouch for it. We went to Trey Day. You know what I'm saying? We went down there and did some film with Trey and some other people, but I knew Mystical just got out of jail. Shout out my boy Mystical.
Yeah, shout out Mystical.
Okay, so he got out of jail and he had a show in Houston that night. And like, I'm a big Mystical fan. So, you know, I was like Gio tell you, I was debating. I was like, I don't know this motherfucker. What? Do I want to run up on him? Not like run up on him and like with my camera out, just run up on him to meet him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So we went up there and we waited. You know, then the limousine pulls up, and I'm like, okay, now it's go time. You know, I'm antisocial as it is, so you know I'm already having anxiety. Yeah. But I got to do this because I really want to work with Mr.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just walked up to the man, shook his hand, told him who I was, what I would like to do. I was like, I know this is short notice. You know, I don't want to do no film. I just want to come meet you because I'm a big fan. I'd really like to work with you. I told him some people I was working with, so I could already tell from the vibe. He's like, he's working with some names. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's beneficial at this point. And then Mystical told me this. He was like, you know, how you approached me was respectful. You didn't have your camera out. You weren't running up on me. You came to me just to remember my face. He's like, I'll tell you what, we can't do an interview. Too short notice. I'm going to let you take pictures. I'm going to let you film the show, and I'm going to give you a drop. I said, that's all I need.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
He was met with his manager. Now I got a whole damn documentary on Music Mike. On Music Mike.
Okay.
Music Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But Mystical, you know what I'm saying? But all because I had the courage to just go talk to him, and it was so respectfully. You know, most people are going to run up, start asking questions like some TMZ shit. But they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came to him as a man, and he gave me, like, because I could have been like, oh, that's not good enough. But I was like, I appreciate what you got. Now you're going to give me some time. All right, now I can build this relationship with you. Once I send you the stuff, you see kind of what I'm doing, you're going to let me get that interview. You're going to let me get behind the scenes. Basically, anytime you're in Texas, you're going to let me come out and fuck with you.
Yeah.
And you approached anybody else like that? Approached anybody else like that and got the same kind of feedback?
But usually I have things set up with people. But who else have I might have? That's how I met him. That's how I met Juicy J. But me and Juicy still haven't got no work in, but I'm cool with his manager. I mean, because he's down here sometimes, but I'll be tied up. But I've done stuff with Project Pat and DJ Paul. You know what I'm saying? But Juicy, the stars haven't aligned for us yet. Right. But he got a show in August in Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying, that I'm going to go to and then finally tap in because it's him and DJ Paul. And Pat will be there and then a bunch of other. It's a festival. So that's when I think I'll lock it in, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I met him, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Me and J. Cole, like, kind of the same situation. Like, we didn't get to do no drops, no work, because at this time, J. Cole's, like, coming up. And then by the time he got around to coming on his tour, now he's too big. It's harder. If you get in with an artist early, they're going to remember that shit. Because you fucked with me before anybody else did.
Yeah.
And one thing these artists like about me, I fuck with them when they're at the bottom, the peak, and when they're back down. Like, you'd be surprised. Some of these artists that you might think fell off, just by me showing up, they're like, I fuck with you, bro. No one wants to film me no more. And so they're on to the next one. They're on Who's Hot right now. But every time I hit Texas, you coming out for me.
Yeah.
Because when you're at your top, everybody wants to fuck with you. So you think you got friends. Because everybody want to fuck with you. You know, I'm hot right now. But then when you fall off, you find out who your real friends are.
Every time.
So when I come out, they know. Like, Polow's a genuine person. He's a good, genuine person. And he fucks with me for me. Like, it ain't about the fame, how much money you got. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Yeah, and like, when I meet these artists for the first time, I'll kind of determine if I'm going to invest my time into them or I'll be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about the vibe. I'm all about the energy. You know what I'm saying? But those two were kind of the same thing. But as far as like getting tapped in like that, I usually have things set up. Yeah. Mystical was probably the one of few that I did that to, and I got what I got in the relationship that I built over the years with him.
You ever been at a had to go film a photo shoot at a place where you thought it wasn't what you thought it was gonna be. You ain't gotta speak on say the name or nothing like
I'll
that.
Speak on it.
All right.
I'm not gonna say the DJ's name, but the artist that set it up was my boy Fat Pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Fat Pimp.
Yeah, Fat Pimp. But I got paid good off this gig. He was like, "Hey, my homeboy's getting married in Waco. Will you go do some photos?" I'm like, "For you?" I'm like, "Is this your boy?" You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't film shit like that. He's like, "No, this is my boy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Tell him I'll do it for this. It's like $300." He's like, "Cool, bet." So I go over there. And I've been to several weddings, don't get me wrong. But this wedding was just weird. You know, they're jumping over sticks and rinsing the feet off. I think it was kind of like an African ritual. You know what I'm saying? Like along those type of weddings.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's how they were dressed. You know, the headbands. You know, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they were doing all these feet washings as they're singing their vows. And so I was thinking all this some damn witchcraft. You know, jumping over brooms and shit.
Yeah.
And then and then I go outside. And the guy's like, "I hope that didn't weird you out or nothing. It's just tradition."
Right.
I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." You know what I'm saying? It's not my tradition. You know what I'm saying?
So you was taking a picture of them hitting.
Oh yeah,
you had to get all that.
I had pictures of all that shit.
Yeah. You had to get it.
But then I called Fat later. I was like, "I thought you was fucking sending me some Blair Witch ass shit." You know what I'm saying? The shit I'm seeing. You know?
Yeah, it fucked you up.
I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't what I was accustomed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guess they might they get married in Africa and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like their traditions that they're over here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It was actually cool. It's like stuff that you would probably see like on a documentary or something like that.
Right.
But if you just go see it and experience, it would kind of throw you off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm still popping those pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, popping them pictures. You know that's what I'm paid to do. That's what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? But if they start whipping out goat heads and slicing on me,
you gotta go.
For
For
sure.
That's too much. That's too
You know what I'm
much.
saying? But it was cool. It was a cool vibe. But shout out Fat Pimp. You know, shout out my boy Fat Pimp. He set that up.
Hey, have you ever, while working with an artist, have you ever experienced a janky promoter type, general production type nigga?
Oh yeah, there's lots of those out there.
Where you know,
I've been to shows where I'm with the artist, so I know what's going on.
Right.
And the back end ain't there.
Yeah,
and then some of these promoters. Have y'all ever seen that meme of Homer Simpson where he's out like this and he vanishes into the bushes?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll dip off in their car.
Wait.
And I'm not gonna put all these promoters' names.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's been shows where that's happened, and then the show gets canceled or whatnot. But these promoters, because they know what they're about to have to deal with.
General production.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was one show, you know, R.I.P. my boy Mach. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, from my he used to do a lot of shows.
So.
And this is the story why you could never do rap shows at the ranch again. He booked a Webby show. That bitch was fucking packed. Webby had a seizure. And so his brother Eunice like, "Hey, we might be able to get him a show, but he's got it cleared in the hospital because they're in Austin coming to Waco." And so I was telling my boy Mach, I'm like, "You might want to cancel this shit." You know, like, you just don't know. I'm talking about this line so motherfucking long outside, and this bitch is so fucking crunk. He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Nah. He's gonna make it. He gonna make it." Because he knew what he was going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Give everybody their money back or rescheduling.
So then closer to the time, Ian's on the phone. "I don't think we're going to make it." I'm like, "Mach, you got to pull the plug on this." And he didn't pull the plug. And so when he went to say that he wasn't coming, these motherfuckers went ape shit. Y'all might have. I don't know if y'all might have been there, but they called the police. They're the smoke bombs and all that shit out in the parking lot. And Nick was running the place at the time. He was after that. No more rap shows.
That's crazy.
But he had enough time to pull the plug. But it's like we were talking about. He got a little greedy, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, you need to pull the plug and basically tell these people it's not. Keep on letting them come in, you know what I'm saying? Like it's too risky. He's already told you he had a seizure because Webby had seizures. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not going to clear him, like, so what transpired, and that's why you can't do that's why you could never do shows at the Melody Ranch after that.
I have seen this too.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, so, but yeah, he's RP my boy Mach, you know what I'm saying? That's just a funny story because, you know what I'm saying? He should have pulled the plug, but he didn't, but he had to deal with the aftermath.
That's crazy, man.
You know.
That's wild right there, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why you can't do shows at old Melody Ranch no more. But Webby did make up the show. He came back 2 weeks later, but they had to do it in Mahia. So he did honor the people, but of course, Melody Ranch versus Club 84 in Mahia, you can tell the capacity size.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I mean, the Mahia show was fucking off wall to wall, and Webby came and rocked that bitch. Because he made up the show, but at this point, Nick wasn't going to let him redo it at the ranch because this was in the paper, all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And another thing with Webby, you know what I'm saying? He came back and redid the show. I actually took him to Don J. Summer Bash that year. I got Webby to go up there for free to perform the song with Paul Wall.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
For what I don't know. For what's your 5-10-year goal set?
My 5-10-year goal set, like being on Netflix or like an Amazon Prime, basically where I can just do film like full time. I mean, I don't want to attach myself to an artist because I've had job opportunities where like Buns offered me a job, Chopping Boy Bones, Webby, Swish Your House at their peak. They all wanted to move me down there, just film for them.
Right.
But I had a job that I can't, of course, say on film, you know what I'm saying, that I get paid a lot at. So if you can't pay me triple what I'm getting paid there, I can't just quit my job because I got 401k, health insurance, so it has to balance itself out. But then I also have to think like this. Like, say I get with an artist, right? You follow me? Okay, I'm filming all their day-to-day life stuff. So now I'm only attached to this artist. So when he has his peak and falls off, I'm going to fall off with him. Does that make sense? You follow me?
Yeah,
That's why I always chose to film multiple people. Like what I would be doing for just you, I'm going to do that for you, and gather all the stuff I got.
That's why that motherfucking calendar stays so motherfucking
Oh, yeah,
booked,
exactly.
man.
Because I'm
Shit.
well respected, well connected. You
It's
dig?
not real shit, man.
But, I forgot what I was going to say, but, what was the last thing I said before we said that?
About. Damn, you fucked me. Got me.
Fuck.
We was talking about your 5-year goal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so basically, to get it on Netflix or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'd like to do. But the calendar does stay booked. And then also, I'd like to add, when you do that, like say if I just film for you, right? Okay, now I'm your personal cameraman.
Right.
So let's say you start getting pretty big, right? You're starting to work with Trina, Kevin Gates, Trick Daddy, or Zero, or Flip, or just whoever. Now, when you choose to go do something with them, see, now there's animosity. No, you're my cameraman. I put you on. You met them through me. So when you get tied down to an artist like that, it's very hard because I have two film people that I know that I'm real cool with. A guy named Spencer and a guy named Joe. Now Spencer, he's filmed all the Dolph's day-to-day stuff and all the Kevin Gates day-to-day stuff. My boy Joe, he does all the 2 Chainz day-to-day stuff and all the little Dirk's little day-to-day stuff. So he kind of balances, like basically they get paid off 2 artists. And I'm not with them, and he'll just, but see, and that keeps everything cool because he's just working with them.
Too.
And he can still get paid good, and so can Spencer and so can Joe. But like, see me, I like to film everybody because I kind of know what the footage is worth and what I'm kind of doing. But that's that's kind of what happens when you film for someone. People kind of get like, oh, well, you met them through me, why you filming me? You know how it is. It's just like if you in the dope game or something, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to meet El Pablo, you know what I'm saying? People are saying, that's my plug, you know what I'm saying? Like you met him through me, why you wait for me? You know what I'm saying? It's the same situation. But but I have seen camera people that get stuck in situations like that, and they kind of just, trickle off because they really can't move or do what they kind of want to do because they're tied down. Kind of like a marriage.
That was damn near like how
You're
old
tied
boy was
down
doing
to
with Kanye for a while.
Oh, yeah,
But that shit still paid off.
Yeah, and
though.
see what happened with them. Like they were real cool in the beginning,
Right.
and then when Kanye popped, he quit fucking with them.
Yeah.
And then when Kanye started getting crazy, started falling off, where did Kanye go?
He went
He went right back to his roots.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes that does happen. I'm not going to name the artist and who's done it to me, but they would let me film in the beginning, and then when they got big, we don't want to fuck with Polow. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one of them actually, no, two of them came back. You know what I'm saying? And we have a better bond now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I did this to you because I felt like I was too big to fuck with you.
Yeah.
But when I fell off and no one wanted to fuck with me, who was right there still waiting on me? Like, I got that camera, baby. You want to get some work in? I got you.
Yeah. That's crazy,
You know what I'm saying?
man. That's how it go. I would just seem like you got a lot of situations like that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen very much, but it has happened.
You feel like you didn't earn your respect, or you feel like motherfuckers don't pay enough homage to you?
I mean,
really to go?
like, to me, like I told you, I'm a humble guy.
I know you are, but
You are the GOAT, man.
But what do you do? It really anything to you, man?
Bro, you got
Speak
a
on
lot
it.
on your
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Speak on it.
I
man.
mean, like me, I'm a humble person.
Your resume big, man.
I mean, it is, but
you know what I'm saying?
I
You're
don't
the best with the best.
I don't look at it like that. Like, I don't need all these awards and all these
Yeah.
accolades
No,
and
sure
all
that.
that
No,
shit.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need that shit to know what I've done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no bullshit ass award to know that I'm great.
Yeah.
To know that I've worked with all these people, that I've shaked hands with all these people. I did that on my own with no help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if anybody takes that a different way, like I did all my shit on my own. I got where I got off me and my name alone. You know what I'm saying? Relationships I had. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this, like I had to I forget what we were talking about. I get on some other shit. So what was the question so I can finish it?
We was deep.
It was deep, you know what I'm saying?
We was deep. We was talking about.
It wasn't the 10 years from now.
Nah, we was talking about. You said something about the accolades.
Okay, the accolades, yeah. I don't need no awards. I don't need none of that shit. To know what I did was great. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Like some people feel like I need this award to show that I did something great. Does that make sense? Like some people need that
Yeah.
to be like, oh, I have this.
Yeah.
It's under my recognition.
Yeah.
Like me, I don't give a fuck about all that shit.
Real
I'm just a humble, genuine guy. Like
real chick.
it's like I told you, the Lord giveth,
Yeah, take it.
the
Take
Lord
it
take it
away.
away.
Amen.
And he continues to
True
give.
shit.
My cup, it overflows. That's why I can help people out and do stuff. I'm like, it's just overflowing for me.
Right.
Because when you put that good energy out, it's going to come back.
It's gonna come back.
And I put out so much good energy. Even the people that don't like me and don't even fuck me, I still show them love.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You know what I'm
too,
saying?
yeah.
And that cup just overflows.
I just feel. I feel it. I feel it.
Like, yeah,
I
I'm
feel
just,
it, you know
like,
what I'm saying? The genuine-
like I know I'm blessed. And I know God blessed me. But he blessed me because he knows my heart. Like if I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. If I can do something to help you, I'm gonna help you. Because that's just how I was and how I was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got morals, I got respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a good childhood. And my parents, you know, they did good with me.
Train up a child in the way you should go.
And I feel like, you know, and that's why I'm blessed. And like I said, just my cup overflows. But I don't need no accolades and all that stuff. If someone thinks I'm a goat, they think I'm a goat. If someone
I know
thinks
my
I'm a
boy
piece of shit.
I know my boy Mo-T Raw. That boy Mo-T
Oh, yeah,
Raw. So
Mo-T.
he
Motherfucker
said
slap a motherfucker for Polow, you know what I'm saying?
For
Before
sure.
Mo-T.
Nah,
And I
real
fuck
talk.
with Mo-T.
Nah,
And this
for
is
real.
why I fuck with Mo-T. Because he made a post one day. He felt like the people in the city wasn't showing him no love.
Yeah, he
You know
came
what I'm
on
saying?
her.
He
He
got
came
on
on the
her.
podcast.
This is like
yeah.
months prior to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you another story about Rico.
Shout out Rico
Like,
Rock.
yeah, Rico Rogers, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
Like,
out, man. Both of them.
see, Rico was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? But Mo was kind of in the shadows.
Right.
And I see, you know, I can tell when someone like is in the shadow of someone. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start fucking with him. I see he does music, I see his heart, I see how he reps for Rico. Like I'm gonna put my spotlight on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting drops, started doing photos. And then you start seeing Mo doing his own shows alongside Rico or by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to show him love. Because I knew what it was like. You know what I'm saying? When no one wanted to fuck with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, this guy's a good dude. He takes care of his family. He's
For sure.
genuine.
For sure,
So, you know
for
what I'm saying? I wanted to show him some love. And I feel like the love I showed him, you know, got him more confidence to get out there and do more stuff. You know,
Yeah, he's
Whole
doing it
world,
too.
shout
Whole
out,
world,
man.
you know
He's
what I'm
doing this thing too,
You know,
man.
For sure.
and that story about Rico, they have a project on Rico. It's not done yet. We're still building it up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got good shit. So he had a show out in Dallas. He's like, I want you to come out. I'm like, well, send me the flyer. So he sends me the flyer. I'm like, okay, it's him, Beat King, Trap Boy Freddy, Lordy B, and Little Ronnie Motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, yeah, I'm down to go. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool with all them. So I looked at it as like, I can film you, get more footage on the people I'm already cool with, and I can introduce you to build the relationship.
Yeah.
Like it was Rico, Bo Raw, and fucking Northside Nino. You know what I'm saying? And they'll all tell you.
All them boys.
You know what I'm saying? Like I introduced them to Lordy B, you know, Panther pictures and stuff. But I can tell they got a little starstruck when I introduced the little Ronnie Mother F. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it on them. You know what I'm saying? They're getting starstruck because they really fuck with Ronnie.
Yeah.
This is their time era of music and stuff like that. Like I could tell that they really fuck with Ronnie. Like when they met him, I could see it on their faces. Like like you're excited about meeting somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then I won't forget. I introduced them to Beat King. Like, you know, they all interacted with Big King. They're all cool. And, like, Bo, I don't know if he was shy or whatever, but he was, you know what I'm saying, to Big King. I was like, yeah, Big King's a legend. You know, he's a goat. Big King, I have his whole career on film. I've watched this guy go from where he was to where he is at now. And it's all documented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think my nigga Cho did that same move when Chief came on the show.
Oh, yeah, it's just a sign of respect.
Shout out to Chief, man.
Shout out my boy Don.
That boy Chief, man. Shit, came up on all them volumes, man. For real.
Nice moment.
But yeah, it was a good show. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got there, like his manager didn't show up or anything, so like I could kind of tell that Rico was kind of, you know, what do I do? So by me knowing what I know, I kind of stepped in and filled that role. You know, went to the DJ, make sure he got his music. What time is he going on? Staying on top of it, because I'm like this. Because I could tell Rico, you know, I could tell you really didn't want to perform. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you ain't going to have me driving all the way out this motherfucker. I ain't getting no fucking show footage. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I played that role for the day. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people don't know the business, how things go. So, like I said, I'm going to give you the game. So, I'm going to make sure you're going to get on stage, perform, and I can get the footage I need. You know what I'm saying? So, and by me doing that, he'll have B. King featured on his episode, Lardy on his episode, Trap on his episode, plus the performance of where they're at to where he gets, you know, some little drops and cameos on his shit. Now, if he didn't perform, then I can't use the shit. But now that they perform, you know, now I can use you with Little Ronnie. Throw you in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I had to play that role. You know, I believe in my boy. I've been following my boy, Free Julius. You know what I'm saying? That's his uncle. You know what I'm saying? No, not Julius ATM.
No.
The Hispanic Mary Jane. Yeah, that's Rico's uncle.
For real?
On the feds?
Yeah.
Man, that's my boy, man.
Yeah, Julius my boy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man, he was in the projects.
Always with the bow ties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking clean, looking good.
Yeah.
Man, we grew up together.
Yeah. Free that boy Julius. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Damn, Elwood. Him and Elwood.
I don't know Edward, but I know Julius. I don't got with
That's his partner.
Yeah, but that's who put me on Rico. You know, and I watched Rico ever since that moment, and I felt when it was time for me to step in and do something with him, I stepped in and did something with him.
Yeah.
I started filming them, popping photos. You know, now Rico's real hot in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is, man. It's good.
That's what's up, man.
We always ask about the artists, man.
Well, he really said, all right,
You don't fuck with everybody, so it's like.
Well, you can ask
You can ask him in the film,
who yo?
you can probably do it in another way as far as like
Film
as photos. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna do as you.
All right, yo,
you going to a show.
Yeah, I'm
going
going to a show. Following him, going to a show, driving around.
Your top five.
My top five that I like to film.
No, in the city.
Oh, in the city?
That you just listen to. Pop your shit.
What you jamming?
You know, you got your playlist and you the top.
I mean, well, see, like with me, like with me,
not in a row.
it's not gonna be in a row, but like with me, it's like this.
I'm a 6 man.
Like I film a lot of mainstream artists, so I know what to look for in an artist. I know who's got the image, the persona, beat selection, hooks, raps, stuff like that. I look at everything. There's actually more than 5 in the city.
Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. We just say,
you know, I'm blunt. I'm blunt.
He got to go ahead and.
Some people, I just feel like they ain't got it. I mean, I'm not gonna say their names, but I just feel like they don't got it. Like they need more work. You know what I'm saying? Or they could be like your Tech Nines. If they get on, it'll be that kind of genre of music that they'll levitate to. Yeah. But as far as on that pedestal, you know what I'm saying? That are gonna do great, like you do like a Jeezy or a Kanye or something like that. There's some here, but it's all gonna go into the budget that they put into their music. The thing about Waco is it's kind of hard. They don't have the budgets to do certain things. Right. Like I get approached all the time. Like I want you to manage me. I've even had big artists ask me to manage them. Right. Because of the network, like the grass that I can reach. You know what I'm saying? People I'm cool with.
Yeah, you got a lot of outlets.
But a lot of people don't have. They don't. All kind of shit. They don't have the budget for it, basically. Because like for your single to do what it needs to do, to where you're going to do what you need to do, 200,000, $250,000. You're going to have to invest that every time you drop a single. Now, you can get an organic, something like that. Like, this is what Drake, Migos, this is what they're spending on their promo packages to push these singles when they drop them. But it comes right back, of course. Yeah, it comes. The sales and all that, shows and all that. So it comes back, but to get there,
you got to put your money in it.
Yeah, you got to put your money in it. You just can't be throwing out videos and doing this. Oh, I'm a local celebrity, just rapping, fuck all that. You got to get serious about your craft.
So we're going to do it like that.
No, but I'll still give you like 6 people.
Now, what's your top 5 that's
hot, who you jam
that's working and doing their craft?
Okay, so like here in Waco, okay.
That's working on their craft and doing everything you say. Who the top 5 that's working hard like that?
I would say 2, but they get mentioned a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, some of them,
that'd be
if
Waco trying
hard
Boy
the
West,
game.
you know what I'm saying? Because like, I like in my opinion, West, when he got with Jimmy, because that's his new manager, who's manager's Rennie Rucci. They got him on track. They got him in the studio. They got him doing what he needs to be. This is Hot Boy West.
Who is his manager?
Jimmy.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? He also manages Rennie Rucci. You know what I'm saying? So they're keeping him busy in the studio doing what he needs to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Wes is doing his damn thing. You know what I'm saying? He's on a good path right now. Shout out to Wes. And then Tron.
Part 2.
And then Tron. But like outside of that, I really like what Big R is doing, my boy Big R. And I'm not only saying that because I jam you. Big deal, baby. Because I know I'm a big deal. The biggest deal of all biggest deals. You know what I'm saying? So I like Big R.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of giving you the one, I'm going to give you the both out the group. You know, Mo Gang, you know what I'm saying? Mo Wrong, because we're going to count that as one. I like what they're doing. Who else did I see really doing something? Because those are for sure, because I see their visuals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like D-Red. D-Red's real good. He's got some jams. He's doing what he needs to do as far as visual, throwing stuff out there. Fire Rico, you know, he's doing what he's doing, staying visual, stuff like that. Someone that's kind of slept on is my boy Chance Foley. He has those dope ass fucking videos. You know, he gets the characters. He's putting more into a video instead of just sitting on a wall rapping and shit. Like, you're creative. I like that. I respect that, Chance. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. Prescription's doing his thing. Tink's doing his thing. Sonny Bobo, fucking Cam KT, definitely doing his thing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? The list is too long. You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody's out there working, and then there's some people that just kind of play with it. You know what I'm saying? I also like TLA Young, and I like his Texas Joe, definitely. I be seeing Kevin Gates fuck with you, baby. So work that plug. You know what I'm saying? You might be the newest member of Breadwinners. You know what I'm saying? You just got to build that relationship. But yeah, there's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, out there in Waco doing their damn thing. That staying visual. You know, it's all about staying consistent, staying visual, having ideas, keep on throwing music out there. Yeah. Because as long as you can stay relevant, as soon as one song's gonna change your life. Yeah. And the thing about that is, it could be the song that you fucking hate. Like Fat Pimp. My boy Fat Pimp once again. He blew up that Rack Daddy. But this motherfucker hates that song and hates performing that song.
For real.
But you have to realize this is a song that got me on.
So you got,
you gotta respect.
Kind of like with West. I'm pretty sure because the Do Little Dance is like kind of a kid song. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all these kids are jamming that shit.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like West doesn't really like that song because I see he doesn't perform it and he doesn't push it.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? I mean, it's got Gucci on it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he kind of just doesn't.
That was kind of one to get you in a dope type.
Yeah, it had that feel. You know what I'm saying? Like
you want to make a dance song and you want to bring.
Yeah, because these kids are on West.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
They know.
Like if you do an all age show with West, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
West is one of those artists. He has a very young following.
You fuck with the kids.
And
you fuck
the
with
kids, they're gonna go to mom and dad. Buy me that new Hot Boy West. Da, da, da. More sales, more iTunes money.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a certain age group that's on you, I mean, either they're gonna rip it, the files, or steal it, or whatever. Get it how they're gonna get it. But these kids, they don't know that.
Yeah.
So these kids are gonna get mommy and daddy spend that money. You know what I'm saying? And that type of music can sell out arenas and stuff like that for these all age events. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Man.
But I mean, I just can't give you 6 because there's so many. And there's probably people I left out, like shout out Hustler E, Big Black, KT Cool, Quiet as Con. You know, there's people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? KT Cool, you know, everybody fucking doing music and shit. So I just can't just give you like a top 6, but there's a lot of people out there working.
Yeah,
Like if you've been on that camera and you're sitting over here in one of these folders on my drive, just know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because I ain't gonna come out for no fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You gotta be working. You gotta impress me to pull out this motherfucking camera. Shit, 'cause I ain't gonna pull it on nobody. Because this camera gonna make you a motherfucking star. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sure.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He gonna work his muscle. He promote every day. You promote.
Yeah, I'm gonna promote something.
Different people, man. How can we get everybody on that same path?
I mean, I've tried to do that to where, you know, like, and then in some cases I have been able to polish out situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good at speaking words and encouragement to be like, you know, get off that dumb shit and get on some real shit. Like, when you're mad, you're going to do certain things because you're not thinking straight. Yeah. But when you have a level head, you can kind of talk your way out. Because communication is everything. This goes for relationships, business, everything. If there's no communication, your shit's just going to flop. It's going to be dead. If you're not on the same page with someone, you know what I'm saying, that everything just gets fucked up. So communication is key to everything.
Right.
So when these situations come with all these artists, this is what I feel, and this is just my opinion, y'all. It's like everybody wants to outdo each other. Yeah. Like, oh, I got a better grill, I got a bigger chain, I got this. Like, it's more of a boasting and bragging thing. Like, who can do bigger shit, and they're not focusing on the music. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're more about. I'm not saying like a lot of people want to be local celebrities, but people want that title. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize how much money's out there. Yeah. If y'all all come together, like how I've always wanted to do it, sit everybody down in a room. Like, we're the inspirators of Waco. Everybody in here, you have your following. If we could just promote each other. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hit a share button.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like me, like I share everybody's shit.
You do.
And a lot of people don't even share my shit. Even some of the artists that I'll do stuff with, they don't share it. Which, you know, it's no big deal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those situations, like I told y'all off camera. People, it's not that they don't like what you're doing. It's you who's doing it. That's why they don't like it. They don't want to see you be great. So they're like, oh, no, we're not going to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But we need them to come out and do this for me.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Yeah, it's not about who's doing it. It's about who's doing it.
That's crazy.
But people should come together, share each other's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just being a good person. That's just being good to one another, showing love to one another. Like, not all this beefing and all this other shit. It's just, you know, just share each other's shit. Do music. I mean, all of y'all are creative people. You should create together, build art together, have good energy together. If you ain't got a song with someone in the city, reach out to them. And this is another situation that happens to me a lot. Some artists will be like, oh, fuck Polow, he don't want to film me, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But the situation is, they've never even reached out to me. Like, you just expect
That's
me just to be
crazy.
like, come be like, oh, I want to film you?
No, real talk.
Nah, hell no. If I can go be with a big artist, I'm going to go be with them.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm feeling with. What the fuck am I going to be doing with you?
Mhm.
It's more of a benefit for you than me.
Right.
But if a lot of people would just approach me, talk to me, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be that because they're just going off assumptions. They get this seed, they plant it in their brain about who I am, what I do, and then they let that manifest. And they never had a conversation with me.
Man, y'all talk to the man, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, easy going guy, man.
I mean, no, that's just not me. That's like everybody in the city.
Yeah, real talk.
That's like, like say this artist doesn't do music with this person. They know who each other is, but maybe they never had a conversation.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, we just had a conversation with the person.
Communicate, period, man. Just communicate with
Reach out to each other.
Yeah, because like some of these artists, they might be a fan of an artist that they don't even fuck with, but they're jamming their shit.
Yeah.
Use the game like that frog, man.
Yeah, you gotta love me. Well, yeah, you can just leapfrog because if I have this fan base, this fan base, this fan base, this fan base,
that's how it's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Basically, all it is, okay, if you're
that's
in
how Atlanta did.
Yeah, but it's also like a computer. You have all these circuits going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Even kind of like the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have this person that does this, and this, just the
it's just the move.
Yeah, the broadcast of it is sending out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Something's at all moments, every moment, something's getting promoted.
That's why you gotta
But
share,
it does for the Waco artists. It does hurt y'all. Like, y'all should do music with one another, promote each other. You know what I'm saying? Because if the whole city promotes everybody and everybody shows love to everybody, it's like you said, it could be Atlanta. There's so much talent in the city, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, if Dallas is getting all the money, Houston, we need to get some of that money.
We need to get some.
You know what I'm saying?
How they skipping up? How they going between the Central Texas?
Because, okay, this is a prime example. Now, on the same topic. And follow me, okay? You got DJ Sprue, right? DJ Sprue, right?
Right.
He gets all these artists that, they're not fucking with each other, but because it's one man, they throws them out there. So now you got Fat Pat coming up. Fat Pat's got something with Kiki, Lil O, Young Star. Okay, this album drops. Well, who's Lil O? Who's Young Star? Who's Lil Kiki? Okay, now I'm gonna get on their shit. Kiki got something with Zero, Big Mo, da-da-da. Oh, who are these people? Oh, now I'm gonna go get on their shit. And that's why Screwed Up Click did so well. Because everybody was pushing one another, doing features with one
another. I
another.
heard, yeah.
And
who
you're gonna
Southside players featured on this?
that's
now I'm
Mr.
jamming
32,
Clayton,
Mike Diggy,
Clayton, now I'm jamming them. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Point blank,
So,
getting
yeah,
high with I got high with the bankster, you know what I'm saying? I've been high with the bankster, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for real though,
I did.
man.
Hey, I ain't get high with the blankster, but yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't
I
come
see
together
what
like
you
that.
mean.
Like, that's the
Yeah.
blueprint. If Waco could do what they did and show love to each other, do songs with each other, the city could really pop and really blow. But people want to do their own thing. Basically, Waco has a bad. I want to be the one. I want to be the one to do it. And but like I said, it all goes back to this. And I'm gonna say it again. It's not what you're doing; it's you that's doing it. And people don't want to see you make it before them.
That should be so crazy.
That's the quote of the day.
And then that's really what it is.
That's some deep
Like, I want to see you make it, but not before me.
that type of shit.
But see,
you know
me,
what I'm
I'm the type of person, if you make it before me, and I'm loyal to you, I know you're going to look out for me.
I know you
Right.
got to.
Like, if you pop, I know you're going to get me on your CD. I know you're going to do the video for free for me, and you're going to help me get some of this money out. Now, if everybody came together, everybody could get some money.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? But people aren't. I think they can't.
Talking
The concept of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put your pride to the side. It's like I said, one day you're here, one day you're gone. You could die tomorrow, and all these things that you could have achieved just by letting your pride go. Like, I need to fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's like kind of like with me and Lotto. I had to put my pride to the side. You know what I'm saying? The man
real talk.
came to me as a man, apologized for what he did. And me as a man, I had to accept that apology because I know what it takes for us as men to apologize to another man. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's deep.
I apologize to my brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like recently, just recently apologized.
When you're family, you're always going to get into it. You're not going to agree on everything. You're going to butt heads, but as long as we can squash this out, get back to where we was. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, one day here, one day you're gone.
It take a real man to do that, be able to apologize and put his pride to the side.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
You accept my apology?
And I man, no, it's not like that.
I know this.
It's nothing like that. I'm not expecting my boy Lotto. You know, I'm not making fun of my boy.
No, I love Lotto and I
boy,
love you.
boy.
But I'm saying, I was just.
No,
we
it's
just bringing a little something.
I love Lotto. He's a real man.
And I respect everything. Like,
he's a real man.
I'm not to cut you off though, and I know, and I'm glad that.
man.
Because I'm a ride for my boy Lotto, you know what I'm saying? Even though, whatever,
I'm
you know.
glad,
every
I'm
time.
glad. I'm really like that y'all put that together. Because you never know what. Just bringing it back together. Like you said, out your own mouth, you felt like.
Oh, yeah.
If we y'all was together,
yin to the yang.
it would have been big as fuck.
It'd been the Michael Jackson effect then.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
so we're gonna manifest that and hope
And
God bring y'all back.
Oh yeah, me and Lotto, that's my brother. We cool. Whenever he's ready to do something, I got everything right there. We just gotta get together, brainstorm, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And if you talk to him, I've told him that several times. Just bring me something, we will get it in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make it happen.
He's a boss. He's a big boss.
Yeah, he's a boss. You know what I'm saying? He is the only other person in this city that has just as much pull as me. Me and Lotto,
he got a lot of pull.
Me and Lotto have the most pull out of anybody in this city. Our hands stretch further over so much area than anybody in this city. You know what I'm saying? So when you see Lotto, respect him. When you see me, respect me. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And then right up under there.
We made men. You know what I'm saying?
Now right up under there, as a respect, I gotta say, I gotta give a shout out to Julius Archie. Julius.
Julius. Free my boy. Oh, you talking about ATN?
Yeah.
My boy ATN, you know what I'm saying?
He's you know what I'm saying? He's right up under y'all. I don't know if y'all gave him the game or whatever.
Yeah, because that is true. ATM too. Because I can't always forget. You is from Waco, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I always figure from Austin, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's Waco.
For shit show,
Julius has ATM has the graphs too.
Yeah, he does.
He has the graphs. I fuck with ATM.
My boy personally.
Always talking money, baby. You know what I'm saying? Always talking money, baby.
Always talking money.
That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like we go way back. I remember when Julius was just, you know, getting into shows, promoting and stuff, and now what he's done, I take my hat off to you, baby.
I'm sure.
You did good. You did good, and you're blessed and highly favored. You know what I'm saying? I love you, ATM. You know, you're my boy. You know what I'm saying? You got that Polow MobTv co-sign for sure.
Yeah, man, you get that. Man, once you get that,
for sure.
He got the co-sign.
You can pull up that.
Yeah. You in my house right now, ain't
you? This out of control.
I just want to make the sound on
y'all done got the golden motherfucking ticket.
Nah, for sure, man.
Man, we here, man. Pull up, man. We here with family, man.
It's a real honor and a pleasure, man. I mean, sitting here, man, kicking this game with you, man.
Well, that's all y'all got?
Nah.
Okay, so let's keep it rolling.
I got some other shit to say, man.
Yeah,
We got a lot more shit to
man.
say. I got.
Man, it's a motherfucking man.
And shout out my boy T Scott. You know, he got the swab.
Man,
you know, he got the swab.
For sure.
You know, nephew, man, he keep niggas swapped up.
Man, me and T Scott got some shirts coming. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Some Polow MobTv stupid collabs. You know, gotta punch that in there. You know what I'm saying, man?
Gotta punch that in there.
Like, far as your fashion.
Like, what do you mean?
You know,
like my style,
your style, and don't you get into the fashion, right?
Oh yeah, I'm into fashion.
Say, man,
I
we
like
ain't finna start on this, man. First,
yeah,
man, what the fuck, bro?
He's really
everybody.
Like I said,
like me and someone was talking, like, who's the flyest in the city?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got
me and T Scott, me and my boy T Scott. I say we're equal. Because T Scott can dress his motherfucking ass off. There's other people that pull out, you know, fresh fits from time to time, but like every time consistently, that's going to be me and T Scott. And then once I take a picture in our outfit, R.I.P. I ain't going to throw that motherfucker on again. Once you get that, I'm like Moneybag Yo. Well, shit, we don't do that. We don't do that doing clothes twice around here. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Shit, man.
Yeah, if I take a picture, that bitch is R.I.P.
Yeah.
I can probably triple the value on it. Like, you want a Polo MobTv worn shirt? Here's the picture with Moneybag Yo or something. You know what I'm saying? Because like I actually know artists. Erica Banks actually does this. Like after she wears a fit, she has a website where she'll sell what she wore, and she'll get more money off of it because it's attached to the name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause she's never gonna wear it again, so she just sells the shit.
Damn, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm very into fashion. Shoes, hats.
How about how many hats you got? On the estimate. These folks really don't know, you know what I'm saying? You to go by how many hats you got?
I say hats. I know for sure I know for sure I got over 1,000 hats.
Wow. You really do.
8 to 1,000. I'd put it right there. I don't have count, but there's a fucking shitload of them. And it's gonna match all my shoes.
What about shoes? So you got
shoes I probably got roughly. I kind of lost count after 250, but I buy a lot of shoes too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just wear them, just whenever I want to wear that color, or just whatever I'm going to wear for the day. But I'm always going to start out with the shoes, because if you got a lot of shoes, you don't have to buy a lot of shoes. I mean, I buy a lot of shoes just because I just like shoes.
Right.
But when you have a lot of shoes, they're like tires on your car. You rotate them out, so it keeps the tread on them. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
Where they're not all hoed out and shit.
Yeah.
Like I got shoes that are probably 10, 20 years old. If I show them to you, but they're still brand new. The bottom of them look fresh and clean. I'm not gonna say you can lick the bottom of them. They ain't that clean. You know what I'm saying? But they fresh.
For sure.
And I customize shoes. Like if I see a shoe that I fucking need a color up, for example, I know I can find a shoe that's got some of the colors on it, and then I can paint what I want on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if I can find the hat, the hats are always the hardest thing to find. If I can find a hat and a pair of shoes, I can piece the shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm big into fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like I love, like, one thing I get all the time at these shows, and they be roasting these artists. You know what I'm saying?
No, man.
How your cameraman?
They're thinking about, how's your cameraman flyer than you? You know what I'm saying? How's the cameraman looking like a damn rapper looking flyer than you?
Yeah,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So that comes up a lot.
What company, well, as far as, we got a lot of people doing their own clothing line in the city. I know you're working with a lot of
Nah.
You drew some stuff up?
I drew up stuff for two people. I fuck with two people because I really like the logos, what they're doing. People's other stuff is cool. It's really not my cup of tea or something I would wear. So I'm more into like the skateboarder stuff, the rock shit. You know what I'm saying? Like backpacker shit. Like you say I dress like I'm gonna look like a skateboarder. I'm into dunks, hiding big into dunks. Dunk low. I don't fuck with the highs unless it's just the color I need. But I fuck with Rico Skunk. Y'all get that still dripping T-shirt me and him did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have other stuff that I drew up for him. And T Scott, we got some shirts coming. Like I like Swap and I like Skunk. Like other people's stuff's cool. It's just I'm just not drawn to it. Like there's something about that Skunk logo and what Rico's doing over there and the stuff at Swap. Like it stands out to me. It's like a billionaire boys club. I can see it like that. I can see it like a Crooks and Castle. Like a world tour, like brands like that. Psycho Bunny, like this is a bunny, you know what I'm saying? But like it's a skunk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like Rico Skunk and Scott's Swap, like that's who I fuck with. Yeah. Like other people, I don't knock what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I support y'all and whatever y'all doing, and I hope the best for you. But like as far as what I'm gonna wear, because I'm real picky about my clothes. Right. Those are the only two brands I'm gonna wear in the city. If someone gets mad at me saying that or getting their feelings, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? That's what I fuck with. Like, I fuck with their shit, and I know their shit, if they push it right, stay consistent with it, they can get real big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I see clothes like that on artists. Like, artists wearing their stuff. I can see that.
Yeah, I see it too.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out Rico. Shout out T Scott. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I did a customized skunk shirt. Like, I have these shoes. They're pink, green, purple, and yellow. They're like a Nike concept. They just throw some shit on there. Just piece it all together. So I was like, fuck, I need some shirts. So I found some shirts, and then fucking Rico had this one shirt. It was yellow and purple. So what I did, I painted some pink on it, painted some green, then I taped off the skunk. Then I splash painted it with all these colors. And then on the back of it, I splashed it off with Louis Vuitton things on it, a MobTv logo. Basically just customized it how I wanted it to match these shoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like Rico had the shirt where I saw what I could do with it. You know what I'm saying? That shirt fucking, Rico tell you, that's a bad motherfucker. I only wore it like, it's probably the only outfit I probably worn twice. Two somewhere. Because I'd already worn it to a little O show, popped a picture, so at that point it's just a collector's item for me.
Yeah.
But he had a skunk event that he wanted me to come to, so I went. And I was like, because I had another shirt, but I wore it with Devin the Dude. Right. So I was like, this one's not as fly as the other one. Had to bring that bitch out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? Had to dig that bitch out and bring it out of retirement.
Nah, real nigga shit.
And I wore that to his skunk show.
Yeah.
So you know, so his shit got worn twice.
A lot of fast shit going on.
That's what's up, man. That shit amazing, man. Shout out to both of them boys.
Yeah, both of them.
And
I like what they're doing. They have my full support.
That's what's up,
Keep
man.
doing your thing, man. Everybody that's trying to get in the game, man. Y'all just stay positive and keep moving and keep pushing.
Because and like I said, I don't say that to shit on anybody else, but I feel like they put the most thought, creativity into their things. Right. Not like just some words that said something.
Yeah. Right.
Or something along those lines. Like it's real cool, very thought like the swap. Because it's swapping out. You know what I'm saying?
Swapping out.
And the skunk, it's for that smoke, but you use a skunk. I see where you're at, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like my lamps. They're kind of three-dimensional. Like it's a meaning for something else. And I like stuff like that because that tells me you put a lot of thought into your shit. So when you see that, you see something, but it's really deeper than that. It actually means something else.
Mm-hmm. You're right. For sure, every time.
So that's why I fuck with it.
Yeah.
It's not plain. It stands out. It's creative. It means something else. Like there's a lot of process that went in to what they
do. Creativity to it. A lot of meaning behind it too, man.
Exactly.
You got your first camera? Did you ever start filming with
You
it?
want to see it?
Hell yeah, we want to see it.
Let's see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
The world, we want to see it. The people want to see it. That's me. The people want to see it. It's an old phone.
Yeah, they
Is it an old phone?
That's mine.
Yeah, they hit me on the Fed phone. Go cut them off.
First thing I shot pictures on.
Oh man.
So you know, till I got a camera, camera.
Oh, I feel the force. Look, going like that.
We getting the power.
Bro, man, what the fuck, man?
What you say? Is that He-Man? I got the power,
I felt
baby.
the force in that thing, man.
Let me see.
It's the power.
Let them folks see that thing.
First
man.
old little camera, battery operated.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you ain't got that thing already in the case and a souvenir, man? Like
It just be sitting over there.
Cased out, man.
It just be sitting over there, but there's
That's a bad motherfucker.
one day I would hope that it would
You see that thing, man?
one day it would go into a museum.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta already have it boxed.
Well, that's why I keep it over there in the bag. You know, I know where it's at all times.
That's what's up, man. So,
I had my regular camera that I filmed with on HD, but before I knew about Canons, I just shot pictures on that because it was like this.
So this the flash.
Yeah, because basically,
old school.
like Grant, Geo, and Trouble originally started out with me. Yeah. You know, I was one of the first people to put a camera in Geo's hands. You know what I'm saying? Like he shot some of his first music videos with me, like with Flip, Little Low, all of them.
Okay.
But then what happened kind of was like, okay, some of these artists, if you want the exclusive content, they're going to want you by yourself. If you want to go to the room, tour bus, stuff like that, if they fuck with you, they fuck with you.
I don't want nobody else.
Exactly. Because like if I have 4 people with me, it's like I'm missing
That's why you always by yourself.
I'm missing too much exclusive stuff.
Right.
So it's like, I have to kind of do stuff by myself to get the
Tap
access
in.
that I needed to get.
Yeah.
It's better with the crew because you get multiple angles and stuff, but you're really missing the good stuff. Like the day-to-day stuff, like the behind-the-scenes. Like, what does this artist do in their free time? Just chilling or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get that. So then what I did, I started filming, and I'm probably the only. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm the only cameraman in the world. There might be more, but one thing that I'm very known for, like, cause y'all are always gonna see me working 2 cameras.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold the one, then I got the one with the built-in flash out to where I can see what I'm shooting on. So while I'm filming, I can pop pictures. So basically, I'm getting my photos and I'm getting my film all in one shebang. And with artists, they love that. Because usually if you want pictures and film, you're not going to get all the film because you have to turn your camera off and do photos.
Yeah.
But see, when they fuck with me, they get the best of both worlds. I'm going to get all the fucking film, but then I'm getting photos too.
Glitch the system. This boy done glitched the system.
Yeah, basically I matrix that bitch.
That boy glitched the system,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
for real.
So now they're getting all the film that I'm shooting, and I'm getting the photos.
That's cool.
So, and then it eliminates another person. To where it's like, okay, you can do photos and film at the same time. Oh yeah, come on now.
Yeah, you bad.
Yeah, come on now.
How many times how you think you didn't hit that
Well, see, this one didn't have that feature. So that one, like, I can't see what I'm shooting. You get what I'm saying? So I'm filming. This is the first test run because I'm trying to figure it out. Like I said, trial by error. This is the trial by error. So it's like, you know, I might get like 5 shots off this because, as you can see, I can't see what I'm shooting.
Yeah.
So I have to guess. Kind of like when you shoot a ball into a basket.
Freestyling. You really freestyling and get
Exactly. So then I was like, fuck this motherfucker. It's pissing me off because I didn't get all the shit I want. So I went to Best Buy. I found a camera. They were trying to sell me the ones that were just like this, but I still can't see shit.
Right.
So then they had a special camera, I forget what it was, like a T3i or whatever, with a detachable screen where I could fold it out. So now when it folds out, I can see. So now I'm filming, because if you see me, when I'm filming, I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
You're going to see me like this.
Snap. Yeah, you do.
And getting different angles. And then you'll see me like this, kind of like I'm shooting music videos at the same time to get a different, instead of a steady shot. Yeah. So when I edit it, I got some movement. So I'm always just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've mastered it. And I haven't seen any cameraman,
that can do
anybody that does stuff like that. So I have that talent.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool because I can multitask too.
It took a while to get that technique.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
You gotta understand that shit's hard.
And just holding the camera all night.
Yeah, like my arms, like sometimes at the end of the night my arm hurts. Like sometimes, like if you see me on film, like if I'm on stage with a big artist where someone else is filming from the crowd, you'll see me like if I'm doing this for too long, then I'll put this in my hand and then I'll have 2 cameras. I can't get photos, of course, but I've already shot some, and then I'll wiggle my arm out, you know, do the little, and then I'll get it back and go right back at it. And plus, it was hard because I'm right-handed. Yeah. So to start filming with my left hand. And get the movement down. It's like training yourself to write with it.
So right.
So I got the sauce now. You know what I'm saying? But at first, it was very hard.
I say he camera dexterous.
Yeah, but once I got it down.
New word together.
Oh yeah, I got it down once I got it down.
I ain't say ambidextrous. I say camera dexterous.
Yeah, I got that pitch down now.
That's what's up, man. He just took off with it, man.
Yeah. Because then I can maneuver and get basically best of both worlds. That's the best way I can say. I can get the photos and the film now. And I can get the exclusive content because I'm by myself. I can get on the tour bus. I can go to the hotel room. I can go to the artist's house. He'll let me shadow film him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get in because, like, you know, like some of these promotions, the artist is only going to get a certain amount of wristbands and stuff. Right. So there might have been times, like, where they were with me and I might have to pay for one of them or 2 of them because we couldn't. You got what I'm saying? And because it's me, you're coming with me, I'm going to pay for you. Because you're here with me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as me, I don't pay to get in shows. Like I'm entourage. Like basically, when I get there, I'm with the artist and we just all walk in. You know what I'm saying? Like some artists have their official cameraman, like their day to day, but they trust me enough. And then some of
they're gonna let you in.
Yeah, they're gonna let me film what their cameraman gets. Mm-hmm. But sometimes these camera people, they kind of feel like, oh, he's trying to take my job. This motherfucker's in here fresh as fuck. This motherfucker got 2 cameras. Yeah. I'm just getting film. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to take your job or anything. So look, because I don't want to be tied down to this artist. You keep doing you. I just want build up film over the years. You know what I'm saying? But they get that intimidation. You know what I'm saying?
You go.
I ain't the
You know,
I'm the Ram. I'm the Ram, baby.
So, Polow,
What's the Ram?
what's your why?
Why do I do it?
What drives you to?
I mean,
You know,
like,
we heard this.
Be great.
I mean, it's really not a drive. It's like we were saying off film. Like, I have a real job. And to anybody that works and does music stuff, always treat it as your hobby. Until your hobby starts making more money than your job, you kind of just balance it.
Yeah.
Because if a lot of people, they fuck up, and then some of them do this, and then they go off and blow up. Like Neo, a lot of people quit their job, went and slept on couches, slept in the streets, got discovered, blew up to be big. So it is possible.
Yeah.
But like, don't quit your job for something that's not bringing in the same amount of money. Because now you're just putting money into something. Yeah, it's a goal, it's a dream, but you have to have some income to fund that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're out just hustling to make the money to put into that, you're not flipping your money to making it grow. You're just steadily staying in the hole. But if I can work and make money off this, then I have two incomes. Like I said, mine was fortunate enough to where I was fucking with A-list artists, B-list artists, C-list artists, to where it was easy for me to do stuff. But I still work a real job because, like I said, I've been offered jobs, but if you can't pay me triple what I get paid in my job, because I make a lot of money. So it's like I can't afford to quit that. But I can still do them, though. Because I'm not married, I ain't got no kids, so every weekend I can hit the road. Every weekend I can be with someone. Like it's like a little flip. I can do that. And if I still rank on my clothes, I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? For real, like literally. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So what? That's.
It's kind of like my why I do it because I enjoy it. Okay, like you gotta understand. Like when I was growing up, like I was jamming on the UGKs, the Little Flips, and the Fat Patch, you know, Do or Die, you know, Twista, you know, Zero. So when I met these people, it was kind of like, and now that people are my friends, that's what means the most to me. Like, cause y'all didn't have to, y'all didn't have to fuck with me.
Yeah.
If y'all tell me you're my brother, I love you, Polow. Coming from someone like, I'm not saying I was a groupie fan, but exactly, like, for me to bond with people whose music, because music changed people's lives.
Yeah,
exactly.
touch people, yeah.
And so for me to work with people like that, it's a blessing. And people that I've met, like, it means a lot to me. It's like this. Everybody wants to get paid for what they do. But sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the experience.
Right.
It's about the connection. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because, like, okay, like me and you, we're cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And the bond that we have that's worth more than $1 million.
For sure.
But I know something to pop off, I know you got my back.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I know you fuck with me genuinely. Like, you don't fuck with me because I'm Polow MobTv.
No.
Like, you fuck with me because I'm a genuine dude.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And I like people like that because in this industry, you run into a lot of people that want to, you know, use you. You know what I'm saying? Like, their only goal is to use you to get where they want to go. Not like a leapfrog effect. We're talking about like doing hoe ass shit.
Some hoe ass shit.
Yeah, you know, to get where they want to get. Like, kind of like I said, you do something bad to go viral. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about the genuine, the positive vibes I get off people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like the connection, that's my why. Because these people don't have to fuck with me. And I've made a lot of relationships, even with people that have passed and gone. But I have footage of them, memories that I shared with them through my eyes and through that camera, and then stuff off them. So that's kind of like my why. Like the friendship, like the bond. Like, cause once I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And the only person that can fuck that up is you. If I cut you off, don't get mad at me because I cut you off. Get mad because you handed me the scissors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Deep shit.
Real shit.
Yeah,
don't get mad because you gave me the scissors. Because I'm a humble person. I'm going to give you multiple chances. Because I'm the type of person, I'm not going to say shit. I want you to expose yourself.
Sit back.
Like, if I feel something's not right, I can always speculate. But I'm going to have that conversation, but people are going to wear a mask and they're going to lie to you. So you just kind of sit back and observe stuff and let people gradually just show you who they really are. And then once you know what type of person you're dealing with, it's like this. If you ignore the red flags in the beginning, the red flags are going to bite your ass in the end. That's for relationships. that's for business, anything. If you ignore the red flags in the beginning, it's going to bite you in the end. So once you watch that, you fuck with people. There's people I fuck with, but I fuck with them from a distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'll never let them in my circle. But if I fuck with them, you know, I fuck with them. Even if they do hoe ass shit, there you go. Associates.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fuck with you from a distance. Because I know if I let you in, you're going to bite the hand that feeds you for one, and you're going to fuck.
Yeah, fuck that up.
Because it's like this. Money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
And money makes people do evil things. They will make you shit on your friends. They will make you do horrible things. It's the root of all evil, and that's just...
It was a prime
that's like I
example
say.
of the Bible when, you know, when it took
Oh, yeah.
money.
Yeah. The I think 20 pieces of silver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was his name?
Judas.
And I'll tell you like this. If anybody ever calls you a Judas,
You a Judas.
you a Judas for real.
Just like Judas and Messiah, the movie.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Because some people don't grasp that when they were like, you're a Judas. And because they're not Bible oriented.
Right.
So they're like, what the fuck's a Judas? That's what they're going to leave from the conversation.
Yeah, Judas.
Yeah.
But deep down, it's like, yeah, you a Judas. Like, I don't fuck with you.
Put that on here, yeah. You know
Just like bad energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you, like, with a lot of these artists, you'll see them. They'll be like this. Anytime they meet, like, a stranger. Because they don't want to shake their hand because of the spirits that come up off of them.
Gates won't even touch it. He one of them.
Gates will.
I mean,
No,
sometimes.
not like me, Risa. No.
Yeah.
But if you
Kinda
know
like,
him,
at first,
if you know him, yeah.
I done seen in one interview where he was like, "Don't touch me." You know what I'm saying?
The baby's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like people, you know.
I just recently seen the baby swing at somebody go viral.
Yeah, handshakes.
That was his artist, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then also, you know, these people out here having sex and shit. When you have unprotected shit, you're getting those demons off them too.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you notice, like a lot of people, if they go like this, these artists, it's because they don't want the bad vibes. Because they don't know you.
Right.
And whatever they ain't trying to take that home. Because you don't know what people's doing in their free time or what they got going on. Because they motherfucker be a fan of you like a motherfucker, be back at home doing fucking devil worshiping witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to leave them demons on me. Shit.
Right.
Have me burn some damn sage in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, man.
Nah,
We at the Polow podcast live at motherfucking Polow MobTv.
We at the museum.
We here in a motherfucking museum for sure, man.
Enjoying this shit.
So it's always good vibes with me, babe. Positive energy, good vibes. I'm putting that out there through that camera. I know y'all feeling it too. You feeling that love?
For you to bring us to your abode, bro, and to let us vibe and kick it with you, man, that sound a lot.
It's like that picture up there. You got the golden ticket, baby. You in the chocolate factory, baby.
Man, real shit.
Gotta get my little piece
That's a
over
Willy
there.
Wonka over there, man.
You in the chocolate factory, Willy Wonka, baby.
We live.
You got a lot of
We enjoyed it.
memorabilia. You got a lot of shit in
Yeah,
there, man. It's
shit.
like
I like being creative. Like, and I like working with people who are creative.
It makes sense who you are too, man. You know what I'm saying? And bro, we like what you're doing in the city, bro.
I appreciate it.
Like, we here to give people their flowers, man.
I appreciate it.
And
I mean, I'm not a big-headed person, but I do appreciate it.
You overdo, man. Of
I do.
course, you probably know it, but it's always good to be heard, man. It's always good. Be good to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I look at it like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about this camera and who's watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just, basically, you're sitting here filming a conversation that we would usually have off film.
Right.
Y'all basically just have a camera on, we just talking, just having a good time, just talking like we be talking off film. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We just be having to record it for the memories and to have it set in stone and saved. You know, that moment in time.
You can capture that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Capture that.
And just think, man, how many moments you done capture for different people and what that's gonna do for them.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And I get a lot of heat from my fans. A lot of my fans think that, you know, I should stop filming artists and I should start having someone filming me. Which I never thought about like that, like following me around filming an artist, which it sounds cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, a lot of people think that it's someone, like, I put in enough work, like my name's way bigger than the face. Like if you notice my new projects, because used to I would just cameo people on them, but I know I need to get my face out there. So all my new projects, I'm going to ask myself how I met this person, what I like most about this person, and get my face out there. Like I was with Big Boogie a couple weekends ago, and a guy was there, his security. I mean, I've already been cool with Boogie's manager because he used to manage Money Man and Snooty Wild. R.I.P. my boy Snooty Wild. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to his family. But he manages Big Boogie. So his bodyguard was like, "Hey, follow MobTv, ain't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I watched your Young Dolph episode. I saw your face on there." And this guy, he's from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's like, I respect what you're doing. It's like, because he basically's like, I've watched your stuff before, but I never knew what you looked like.
Yeah.
But now that I saw that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where I'm trying to get the face as big as the name.
I think you should
Because the name's real big. You know what I'm saying? Nationwide, overseas, all that shit. Yeah. But the face is kind of like,
It's about that time.
Right.
I mean, but it happens, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like shout out my boy Trilly and Prince Rick. I mean, they'll tell you that walk around the club. It just got way too big. Fuck everybody. The name got too big. Basically, the song was getting bigger than the faces. You know what I'm saying? Which is supposed to be flip flop.
Yeah.
To where people know who you are instead of just the song. So it's kind of like the same.
That's crazy.
Kind of same concept.
So man, shit.
What else y'all got? I know y'all guys want to do shit, but
you
got me here. I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
For sure, man.
I'm gonna drop them gems.
We got you.
Man, it's so many, man.
You got a lot of scare.
No, don't be intimidated by me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, this dude out of the
because you got a lot of shit. What's your favorite scary movie, man?
Oh, that's gonna be easy. I like Insidious, the chapters, and I like The Conjurings. Because I say that because that shit could actually happen.
Think so?
Fuck yeah, I believe in ghosts.
If
you believe in Jesus Christ, if God's real, the devil's real. If the devil's real, his demons are real. You know what I'm saying? Because people can get possessed and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and the shit, it's interesting, but it's also scary. Because it's scary because this could actually happen to somebody. Like if you see Dracula, werewolves, dolls like Chucky or Jason, I ain't trying to get you scared over here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
What else was a true story that damn, what was that? All
the Conjurings, those are all based on true events. Now Insidious wasn't, but all the Conjurings, those are all based on real events.
What about Texas Chainsaw?
That's a true story too.
Yeah.
The house where it happened was
close to Austin.
30 minutes outside of Austin. You know what I'm saying? And this guy, like, check it out, because we did some research on it. Like the guy that was actually doing it, he was making like wallets, jackets out of the people's flesh.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then there's a website. Damn, I wish I fucking knew it.
Taking the skin off.
Yeah, because this bitch was like about $2,500. I was gonna buy that bitch.
What?
Like this guy, what he does, he's an artist. Like basically, he does like what that guy was doing to real bodies, but he'll get the whatever to where this lamp might have a face on it and a nose where it's all sewn up. But this dude had a fucking jacket and some jeans like with faces and noses all pieced together. I mean, it wasn't the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Just art. That bitch was fucking clean, boy. I was like, that dude right there is fucking clean. But he does wallets, lamps, hats. Well, I was gonna be head to toe up in that shit, boy. He looks so motherfucking
clean. Probably though.
Yeah, he does. He does furniture. But it's artistic. You know what I'm saying?
It really is though.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
knee pad heads, right?
You never woke up in this motherfucker. One of these motherfuckers that scared you over here.
What's your favorite cartoon?
My favorite, I'll give you two, and I'll give you these two because cartoons of this time period aren't like the cartoons of today. Like I would have to say G.I. Joe's and He-Man, and I say that because these cartoons were ahead of their time. Like these cartoons, like when you watch them, they always had that message at the end. You would see all this, and then the message was what not to do. You know, the positivity
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'd see Adam, Prince Adam, come on, kids today, you learned blah, 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 or G.I.
Yeah.
Joe today, you know how to talk to strangers, blah, 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 blah. They were fucking badass, but they had good concepts with good morals.
Right.
And the thing about G.I. Joe that'll fuck you up, they were really being funny because that's what was really going on overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
In the wars and all that
You
shit.
gotta really go back and watch it, man. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that shit like, you know, like fucking Cobra Commander, that's fucking Adolf Hitler, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Adolf Hitler.
You know what I'm saying?
How
So,
many DVDs you got, man?
I fucking couldn't tell you, a couple thousand probably. I'm a movie collector. I mean, I kind of slowed down because I got the Fire Stick now, so I can kind of watch what I want. But if it's something that I have to have in my collection, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite movie?
That's going to be Labyrinth. Well, I got 3.
Labyrinth is a bad motherfucker.
Fuck
man.
yeah, if you ain't on that Labyrinth.
I never
You know
seen
what I'm
it.
saying? Yeah,
Labyrinth.
that
What
David
is it-
Bowie was
what
up in
is
that
it about?
motherfucker. Basically, a girl. She had her little brother, and her little brother got on her nerves.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a Labyrinth Ball.
No, see, okay, we got Willow, we got Goonies,
All right.
Dark Crystal, and Labyrinth.
Your favorite movie?
Those are my favorite movies. Like I can watch those over and over and over again.
Look at Willow up there.
You know what I'm saying?
Little bitty ass.
And I can't forget Spaceballs. R.I.P. John Candy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit
And we at the
crazy.
museum.
Yeah, but those are my favorite movies. Like childhood movies. I can watch today over and over and over.
Yeah.
But Goonies was a bad motherfucker.
Man, y'all see
Goonies
it, man. We at the
You got
motherfucking
to see it
museum.
one day, Paul. So we gotta come back one day, man, and do a tour. We just gotta do a tour one
It's all
day
good.
and let these folks
We-
really see
we-
what you got
we
going
can-
on.
We can do the pull up podcast, Cribs, MTV
Yeah,
style.
Cribs.
Yeah, nah, we gonna have to
Yeah,
do
we
that,
on the road, man.
So
We
let's
pulling
come,
up, man.
let's come and
Because
see.
if you see it,
Y'all will be amazed.
y'all gonna be like, damn, this motherfucker shit on
Man,
my,
you can't
this
even-
motherfucker done shit on my favorite rapper.
Man, this is
No,
yeah,
for real.
though.
Can't even exaggerate enough, man.
Can't exaggerate.
real, man.
This is like this. We are.
Yeah, I got some dope shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
And a lot of stuff I made myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It started off as just an idea that
Fuck it.
turned into what it turned into.
Yeah.
it's all about
Let's do it.
art. You know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
dope, man. This is some dope shit, man. We can't spoil y'all.
Yeah, I like art.
The Flintstones. Look at
Man.
Fred over there.
They don't
man.
Hey, I
even
got
see
all that
everything, though.
There was
man.
there was these shoes. I could probably sell them for about $500 right now. But this guy had these. Nike had released these custom Flintstones. They had the Dinos and they had the Freds. I had the Freds, but I never could find the Dinos. So this guy had them for sale. He wanted like $200 or something. But these motherfuckers I'm talking about, they were beat up. Like I had to scrub them, basically restore them, do the midsole, all that. So I was like, hey, look, I'll give you $50 because this is what I'm gonna have to put into it.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, fuck it. If you're gonna restore them and they're going to a good place and a good collection like mine, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. So then I got it. I spent 2 days on those motherfuckers. I looked brand motherfucking new. Cleaned them up, polished them. Because they have the cloth stuff. So you have to get the brush, you know, and get all the stains out. I had to bleach the midsole to get them back crispy white. Wash the stuff. Basically, I did a restore on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's back to its original look to where now I can sell it for quite a bit. Because I had a pair of shoes. Damon Dash, someone had got his locker, kind of like how you lost your pictures and stuff. But all he had was fucking shoes in that motherfucker.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a pair of Air Trainer 3s, the Celtics version, came with authenticity and all that shit. And like I said on Mike P shit, Damon Dash, I walked today in shoes, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got those and then I sold them for a profit. You know what I'm saying? Because the milled sole was going to start crumbling because they were old. And I wanted them to go to a real collector because I bought them to wear. You know, so I only got to wear them one time and I noticed the midsole was going to start crumbling. So I was like, I thought it was going to cost a restore. And I was like, I might as well sell them, make a profit. It's got the authenticity with it. So I made a good profit off of it.
That's what's up, man.
But I can't say I walked today in Damon Dash's shoes.
Yeah.
One of your mentors, by the way.
Damon or Jay?
Damon. It was Damon.
It was Damon.
Nah.
That weren't Jay-Z shoes.
No, I'm just saying,
yeah.
I said which one of his mentors. It was Damon or Jay, yeah.
Jay. I'm going to go with Jay, but, you know, I still feel like Jake did. My boy Dash, man.
Yeah, I got you. I know. We talked about that on his interviews. Y'all go check that.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, y'all go check out Teflon's interview.
Y'all gotta go check
that boy there. He
out.
interviewed a hell of an interview
Yeah,
too, man.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, nice.
That shit here,
Yeah,
man.
we'll see if someone can top it now. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm the king of this shit.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Humbly speaking.
There you go.
Humbly speaking.
Now you talked your shit right there. You finally talked it. Got him to talk that shit right there, man.
Podcast,
Man, bro, it's been real, man.
Appreciate it.
Shit, man. I don't know if nobody else got this interview.
Maybe y'all got anything else?
What you finna ask us something?
I was saying, you know.
You wanna ask Cho something?
This
I mean,
man
I'm not here to do an interview right now. I'm putting me on the spot and shit. I'm not just lying.
Nah, for sure, man. This shit here.
I had a
That's
good
boy,
ass
real
time,
shit,
though,
man.
This is
Real
live.
talk.
Yes, good. Always good times with me. Good positive vibes, good energy every time. And that's why people fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm a good, genuine person.
Right.
Like I'm gonna always have your best interest at heart, and it's never even my mind or even the back of my mind that I would ever fuck anybody up. Like I'll tell you another story. Shout out my boy Flipside. He'll
Flip side.
he'll tell you the same thing. There was a show that he booked through me, right? And I got paid, but the artist showed up, and it wasn't crunk. So the artist like, no, I'm not performing, and did one of those Homer Simpsons.
Went into the grass.
Slid on out.
Yeah.
And then Flip was like, hey, like, they left, bro. He's like, what? Da, 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 da. And I took the money he gave me out of my pocket and gave it back to him. I was like, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So respectfully, I can't accept this money. You know what I'm saying?
That's the type of person.
That's the type of person I am. Because even though I could have kept the money, like anybody else would, they'd have kept it. Like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
But like me, I'm a good dude. And he didn't do what he was supposed to do, so it was just honorable for me to give it back. Because I couldn't accept it. I would feel bad about accepting it. This dude just fucked you over. You gave me money. You paid me for a service that I couldn't deliver on. I got your drops. He did show up, but the crowd wasn't there. So I gave Flipside's money back, and the Flipside tell you that, and tell you that I'm a real ass motherfucker. Because most people won't do shit like that.
Good deeds, you can tell they're coming back to you tenfold, bro.
That's correct.
They're coming back to you, man. You can really see it, man, in your energy and your vibe, bro. It just
because I ain't hurting for money. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
So it's
saying?
like,
So that's some real shit, man. To do that type of shit, bro.
Keep it pushing, man. That's my vibe.
How long you think you got? How long you want to keep doing this?
I could do this just forever.
Nah, really, real talk.
It's not hard. All it is setting up some stuff, going to film, and then coming back and editing it. The hardest part is finding the time to edit these projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been on top of it here lately. So. But this is very time consuming, and if you want to get into it, just as you know, it's a time sensitive factor. You have to have someone that's willing to put in the time. Because us sitting here right now, this is the fun stuff. This is the good stuff. This is the easy stuff.
Right.
Now, when you take what's on this camera and go dump it on your computer, now it's work time. Now it's not as fun. I mean, you can still smoke a little something, do whatever, but we're not sitting here having fun, chit-chatting. Like, you got to get on there and edit some shit.
And after that, you get to promote.
Yeah, because this is just the fun side of it.
Right.
And this is the side that everybody likes to do. Sit down with a big artist. Do this with a big artist. But when it's time to go edit the stuff, that's where some people will kind of fall short.
That's what you're.
And that's like what I told y'all. Like when I hooked you up with your editor, now things can probably progress. And like I told you how you can have longevity at it. Break down these artists, spread them out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just back. Because then you kind of run out of. Basically, you're running out of product now. You kind of like gradually put them out and keep filming people, so you'll always have something. As long as you always have something, you're always supplying your demand. The customer is always getting something from the Pull Up podcast. You're not taking a break. You're not taking a bit. Like, even though it's not getting on YouTube, like we talked about, you're still staying relevant because you're putting it on this Facebook everywhere. Now you just take that and then throw it on YouTube, and then when you catch them both up, because the cool thing about it, you're going to have these new every week. So you probably won't see this on YouTube for like maybe a couple weeks. So it's like this. The Facebook is always going to be ahead, but you're always going to have something for the YouTube. So boom. You got what I'm saying?
Because I looked at the charts of YouTube and that stuff. 89%, 87, 80-something, 9%, something like that. of our revenues on YouTube come from Facebook.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come to Facebook because once they see it on there, they're gonna automatically check your Instagram if they use Instagram. Check their TikTok if they use their TikTok because everybody has their favorite platform. Like mine's Facebook and Instagram. Those are the ones I use TikTok, Snapchat, but you're not gonna see me on there all day. Yeah. So if you message me on there, I'm probably not gonna see it. If you follow me on there, you're probably not gonna get a follow back because I just throw shit on those. Because no one has time to run 4 social media sites. Most of these big artists
get people to do them.
Exactly. They're not. Some do run their pages, but the majority of them, they have like a PR or someone else running their page. Someone of access to be like, okay, if I hit them up, I have the power to set this interview. I have the power to book this show or set up this studio session. So they're running the pages, and then the artists themselves will get on it sometimes. Because this is what you have to realize. Because I've seen this firsthand with an artist who does do their own social media. You have to understand, like, if let's say I have 1 million followers, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I make 1 post, right? You know how long my phone's gonna be blowing up for after I make that post? Comment, like, hard. So your phone's like going dead, like within a matter of hours, because you're getting all this, all to one place. Because like, okay, let's say if it's like a drink, once he posts, he probably has to turn his phone off. Because if not, he's gonna get like over 1 million views. So think you got 1 million comments to your phone.
It'll never stop going on.
It'll never stop going on.
That's why when you see these artists, they'll usually have
Facebook phone and social media phone.
And I also I learned that from Comedian there, because he was like, I'm not at this time. I think you got 2 phones, whatever. He's telling me like one's for social media and one's for my personal. Like I can do business on this phone because I know once. But this is kind of like before, like how social media is, but now it's probably even worse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like the artist I was with, it was just like probably a couple years ago, and his phone was just boom, 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 boom. He's like, I actually got it on film. He's like, hey, watch this. He's like, let me show you something. He made a pose, and then he showed me, and the thing's just boom, 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 ding, 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 going off. It's like, you see that?
I can imagine that.
Yeah, so it's like, so they have to have people to run them or run the phone. Because all that traffic's coming to your phone.
That bitch on silent.
That motherfucker turned off. No, we turn off all notifications on that motherfucker.
That bitch gonna blow up.
Yeah, so you have to realize that. You know what I'm saying? So to do a social media site, you got to hire someone.
Yeah.
When you're at that level, basically.
Like a PO or something.
What can you leave us with, man?
I can leave you with
all
I can leave you with is I hope God bless both of you with long life and longevity.
I receive that with meekness. I receive that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit.
I'm gonna leave you with God giving y'all more life, your kids to have more life. Y'all be successful in whatever you do. If it's this or God has another purpose for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I hope He bless y'all, give y'all life, and leave something for your kids to, hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Like for you, like I prayed for you last night that you get close with your kids. That's been weighing heavy on my heart since you told me about it.
For sure.
It really weighed heavy on my heart because I knew it was bothering you. I prayed for you last night.
For sure.
Because there's no time like today. We're not promised tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's what I bestow onto y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like good energy, good vibes. I'm not gonna be greedy with my shit. Like I'm gonna pour my blessings onto y'all.
I really receive you.
I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? You probably thought going, this is not. I hope y'all
were successful. You don't give off that. You don't give off that persona at all, bro.
It's genuine with me.
That's what I leave with. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but prayers and love and old age.
Longevity, man.
I hope y'all do great things, and any way I can help you out, I got you.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't gonna be greedy with the knowledge. I'll show you that motherfucking door.
Yeah.
I might even get the broom, pop you a little bit, but I can't make you walk through it.
Yeah.
You have to have the courage to walk through it yourself. Because I always show people the door, but a lot of them are scared to walk through it. Because I can't force you to do something you're not ready for. Because when something comes, like it's coming. If you're on the tracks, you're gonna get ran over. You better get the fuck back away.
Sure appreciate
You open that door, I'm gonna show you the door, but it's up to you to walk through. I think I told you that the first day I met you. When we were talking about all this shit.
I'm gonna show you. Hey, I can't lead you to it.
I can't make you walk through it. I might give you a little.
Let's stick with it.
A
Let's stick
little,
with it.
little
And I've been pushing
bump
ever
on the way.
since.
Oh yeah,
I've been
you're
pushing
doing
ever
real
since.
good. You're staying persistent. You know, you're not afraid to listen. You don't think that I'm not gonna do my own thing. Like you take into consideration, and we collab on ideas, like and you're doing real good. For
sure.
Man, I love you, man.
Likewise, baby.
So I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna shake your hand too. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Man, I love
Y'all
you,
ain't got
man.
bad vibes, but yeah.
Hey, we in. Tune in, man.
Man.
We
Pull
in,
up, pull
man.
up, pull
This
up.
is-
Motherfucker,
It's the
pull up,
OG
man.
Polo.
Hope y'all got some.
MobTv.
Hope you got some gems,
Man, I'm talking
some
about
knowledge, some
some
news you can
keys.
use.
I got some.
Some keys, man, for sure.
I got some. So I know the people got it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
So, like I said, it's an honor and a pleasure, bro. That shit.
I mean, the pleasure it goes to y'all because y'all didn't have to give me this interview. Y'all didn't have to give me this time. So,
Right.
like y'all know, I'm real big on time.
yeah.
So if someone gives me their time, you're giving me time off your life.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't have to come over here and fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you.
You
Just
open
want
up your door and welcome us.
For
man.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
To the museum. I didn't
Man,
expect to
if
see
only
all
these
this.
people could see this motherfucking crib.
Oh, yeah,
man,
I
it's
mean,
all this-
because
all this
usually you have to
memorabilia,
charge
man.
for admission. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got
right.
to charge for admission, but
No, for
y'all,
sure.
y'all got the VIP.
This
Nah,
is-
You know,
dig it.
we gotta do the
dig it.
Birdman.
I can dig it. I've been doing it all day.
Yeah, the Birdman. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
thinking. I've been over here thinking, man. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, if I don't put you on anything, I'm gonna definitely put you on some game. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Big top
Louis
people.
beat Mac up.
Oh yeah, Pee Wee Herman. I'm on that Pee Wee
That's
Herman.
crazy.
That boy got the motherfucking mystery van over here, man. I'm trying to tell you.
All that shit.
I would go out with it, but I can't.
Yes.
I'm just a big kid at heart.
That Beetlejuice right there.
Man, this live.
My homeboy head got a little right there.
So that's another concept. You see how the Beetlejuice is sitting on the couch?
Hold on now.
Now you looking at what's sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It's like this.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Exactly.
That's
I
dope.
was
Look,
thinking
cut
that.
it, look, cut it.
But just don't say
There's a lot of
Beetlejuice
kinds.
3 times. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Pull up, pull up, pull up,
Pull
pull
up.
up. It ain't official till
Until
you
you
pull
pull
up.
It ain't officially pulled up, baby. You know
Sound
what
the
I'm saying?
sound out, man. Get the people something, man.
Out there in the world, like them. I'm going to pray for you. Nothing but good life, good vibes. I hope God bless your pocket. If you're sick, I hope He looks out for you. You know, all the soldiers overseas, I pray for them protecting us, all these babies with cancer. And, you know, I pray for them. I pray for anybody that's going through hard times. I pray for them. If someone's homeless, you know, make sure they got some money in their pocket, some food in their stomach, a roof over their head. You know, I'm not a selfish person. Like I put good energy out there. So if anybody's going through hard times and have something on their heart or something, I pray for you. You know, because this camera can reach a lot of people. But you know, and that's how I would sign off, is by praying for people who need it the most. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my cup overflows. So I want to put that good energy out there and then good positive vibes for other people. You know what I'm saying? To give them hope. To be like, I'm not saying if Polow can do it, I can do it. But, you know, give people hope that it is possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere where I want to be, but I've gone further than a lot of people in my craft. Because, you know, there's big bloggers who are way bigger than me, but they can't score the interviews I can get or have access to the artists I can get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm probably one of the few people that has a Scarface interview. He doesn't do it. But I was persistent with him. So, and then Devin stepped in. This is off the topic. But then Devin stepped in, like, you need to fuck with Polow. And then Space was like, you know, Devin told me to fuck with you, so I'm going to give you that interview. Plus you've been hounding my ass for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
But that's what a lot of people, they like that I'm persistent.
Yeah.
But back, you know, to signing off, I pray for people, you know what I'm saying? All these kids out here with these guns, killing people, you know, hate crimes. Like I pray for y'all young men, you know, that stop the violence. You know what I'm saying? Put them guns down. Like a conversation can go a long ways. Like, don't be thinking as a hothead, think with a level head, and you're gonna get some news you can use. And you know, that's just what it is. But I pray for everybody. That's my message. That I hope people, you know, get good vibes, good things.
Up.
Yeah, you know.
I can dig it, man. We're family now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit, man.
That's what I give y'all, a nice prayer over y'all.
That's it.
That's a good one to go out with, man. It's official.
I think that boy done pulled
Sign
up,
that.
man.
Where can they find
I don't think I pulled up. I think I bust through that motherfucking door. I pulled up and kicked that motherfucking door.
Where they can find you?
Anything Polow with a W, POLOW, MobTv. That's gonna be all my social sites. I mean, I'm one of those people. Google me, motherfucker. Google me.
Google.
You gonna find me? All you gotta do is Google me.
It's
I'm Googleable, okay?
It's real when you Google.
Yeah, I'm Googleable. You know what I'm saying? I'm Googleable.
Yeah, for sure.
There it is.
But yeah, that's how you find my stuff. And I got lots of stuff coming soon, so just be on the lookout. Like too many people to name off.
Yeah.
But all top notch people. So
it was an honor.
The pleasure's all mine. It was honor that y'all came here to fuck with me.
And we're going there.
What got the Nintendo?
Yeah, we got the Nintendo coasters.
Man. What y'all talking about,
man? So
down to the detail.
Y'all see what it is. Y'all see Popeye up there.
You got Popeye. You got all the classics.
Shaggy Dog, man. We in the bitch with Shaggy Dog.
We said Shag. My little cousin Kyle Shag.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
We signing out, baby.